Yeah, dog. I watched the entire show yesterday, bro. Dell was on one, man. I love it.
Oh,
Dell was with it.
Why does everybody think Dale had a good show?
Shaq, why are we doing this?
Dell was active. What you mean? Dell was active. It was
Shaq.
fun. It was fun to watch for sure.
I think
then,
Dale had
I
a
mean,
good show from that point of
witnessed-
view.
I witnessed the massacre too. You know what I'm saying? So that was. Kind
What
of
was the
crazy.
massacre?
Shaq
You know what the
created.
massacre was.
Shaq created.
What was the massacre?
She
I was like,
Shaq,
listen,
hold
man,
on, hold on, Euro. Shaq created a doc for me to get annihilated. With
That's
all the
not
KD
true.
Thing.
We first
The
off, if
rings
we weren't
thing,
on time
and-
restraints, you know what was good. Dale.
I don't know what was good, but
Dale.
first and foremost, your biggest thing when you say A, B, or C, what you should have did if you wanted input, you should have been like, hey, let's rank championships, top 15.
We didn't have time for that. We didn't have time for
That's
that.
the same as us saying A.
No. It would have been like, it would have been all of this stuff. And I can't believe I was told to my face that all championships are the same. That is the biggest crock of shit, and I'll stand by that forever.
there's wild in that shit. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna-
I didn't agree
All
with that.
championships are the same, just like all podcasts are the same, right?
That's not what I heard. I heard all rings are the same.
Hey,
Thank
Like,
you.
Yeah,
once
oh.
you got the championship, it's like, dog, like it's a championship.
Then how do you rank anything in life if everything is if it all is the same?
Shaq,
You could say championship runs are more difficult than
exactly.
others.
Shaq, you missed the word difficult
No,
in your whole take.
all computers are the same as well.
Okay, Shaq.
Yeah,
Some
one-
computers
some
are clearly-
one processor is better than the other. Okay.
Exactly. There we go.
Shaq
There we go,
is
But
Euro.
you
Shaq
still
is
doing
not
the same
with
thing with
that.
each computer, are
Shaq-
you not?
Shaq is
Kinda.
not wrong with that, bro. Not all championships is the same, bro. Some are harder than others,
It's,
bro.
it's the
that's not-
typical, it's
But
the
you still
typical
get one
player's choice.
ring for each
It
championship.
It's
was-
the typical
was
player's choice
easy.
discussion. It's like one topic and then and then there's two groups and they're arguing two different things.
I don't understand how it was so hard to grasp that. It's a ranking list compared to the championships A, B, C, D, and F. Literally, that's all it was. I would never give a championship an F or a D, honestly. So that was wild, Shaq. But A, B, and C, bro.
I
like,
didn't give one a
that-
D.
No, I'm just saying like that was even an option. I don't even think.
I
that
mean,
should
well,
be an
we're
option.
grading it just like I have to leave it up for debate.
I ain't gonna front. I would have given all of them an A too, though. All of
Yeah, I
them.
mean that was the political thing to do, but clearly,
mean,
if
just
there's a
on
grading,
TV.
if there's a grade,
So LeBron's against the Warriors was what? That's an A plus plus plus. Is that what you said?
his comeback,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
his
that was a-
comeback is
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So how is that ring not better than a few other rings? Like that's why I was
Well,
like the
his
Lakers
20 his-
three-peat.
his
Listen,
2020
man, the media
his
started
2020
that
ring was
narrative
weak.
around KD. I don't believe it, dog. I respect rings. I just respect rings. Period.
You
Like,
you
know what I
can
mean? Like, I'm not
that's
splitting
okay,
hairs.
and that's fine. But you should split hairs because that was my point. Chill, Jay? Will you knew why would you come on an NBA debate show and say all rings are the same? I don't. That's really and then Dale, you hopping in on that narrative because that means anytime today
Then, Shaq,
I can
didn't
just be
have
like
to do that
respect the
because I
old
was
school.
giving- I was giving B's. I wasn't saying everything's an A. So not
So-
once did I hop in, but you messed up when you kept to
I
them.
didn't. No. I didn't mess up to them. They purposely context bend, and you guys were all like, "Yeah, that's an A. That's an A. That's an A." I'm like, Dale. When they said
Shaq,
all
I
rings are A, you agreed specifically.
I agreed. No, all I said was Shaq. What you should have did is tell them. I never agreed with them because I was after they say all A, I gave B's. I'm grading. I'm saying B's. Watch it over. I'm like,
I
oh,
mean,
B.
I don't. I think the argument that all cars are cars, of course.
Shaq, now you're changing.
No, that's exactly what you were saying when you say all rings are rings.
Shaq, I was grading B's.
I
said
no,
B's.
I get that, but then Euro comes on here and says all computers are computers, all cars are
No, you
cars,
said that.
all the same. No, Euro,
that
you just
analogy.
you literally just said they all do. You can do the same thing on all of them. Did you not just say that?
You brought the computers up. I
Of
said,
course,
the
because that's what
processors
you're
are different,
saying.
But then, of course, yeah. What I mean, what do you want me to say? Of
I,
course,
I,
bro,
I
like,
want you to tell the truth that all rings are not the
Listen,
same.
That is not. Listen. The team that wins the championship is the last team standing. It don't matter what happened before that. That's the best team. The best team. If we're talking about on a scale of 1 to 10, that's a 10.
You're right.
They
You're
are
right.
winning.
You're right, but if you
That's all I'm
put
saying.
all of
That's
those
what it
teams,
is.
but if you put all of those teams in a pool, you're gonna say they're all
Then the
equal.
NBA should do the same thing as what soccer is doing and make it Champions League.
What do you mean?
They should fucking, you know what I mean, get the last 5 champions together or whatever, if that's even a possibility. It's not, whatever the case may be. That's why this is hypothetical. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna have to go off of the fact that, listen, man, that team is the best team. It is what it is. You can't compare. You can't compare championships.
How can
And
you
so-
not?
Wait, hold on, Shaq, wait, because you definitely can't compare championships. That's why it's a rankings list. So when you
That
look
wasn't
at
a rankings list.
How is it to you because of the context, Ben?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it was. I'm saying there's a reason why there are rankings lists for championships, because not everyone is the same. Well, I'm gonna bring an example, Shaq. I'm sorry. LeBron's 2020 NBA Finals ring. I didn't think it was an A. I thought it was a B. He faced a hurt Miami Heat squad.
Okay, and I can agree.
I'm
agree. LeBron's bubble ring. I'm always on the fence. Like, okay, well, however you feel about it, all right, whatever. But for LeBron, you're right. A ring is a ring. But comparing that to another player's ring, that is totally.
What's the
That's all I'm
criteria
saying.
then? What's the criteria then? Because here's the thing. If I know everybody hates on, like, you know, everybody keeps talking about bubble ring and like how that was weak and all that stuff or whatever. All right, bet. But when we talk about weak rings, we have to then compare like the
Giannis's
bubble
ring
to somebody else's ring that's weak. Because obviously, like you said, with Giannis did it quote unquote by himself. You know what I mean? Even though,
but I still wouldn't give that ring an A. That is more like a B, B plus.
That's cool. That's cool. Who are you comparing the weak quote unquote bubble ring to? Like KD's first chip with the Dubs, that's a weak ring too.
Yes, it is. It's very.
So what's
weak.
the standard?
What's the
standard for weakness?
And
please?
how can you even construct like a, you know, something to where you?
I'm consistent. I said, what did I say when the 3-peat? When the 3-peat came up, I said that's like a B plus to me. You guys were supposed to win. You have the 2 best players in the league. Like, you're supposed to dominate. Like, you're supposed to. You go and your biggest rival. Okay, but your biggest rival.
Bubble ring a B plus. How is that? Like, I don't
Your
understand how
your
you
biggest
can make
finals.
them the same.
Your biggest finals was against the Indiana Pacers. Game 4, you almost lost in OT to Reggie Miller's 35, but you didn't. You beat him. You won the series 4-2. Congrats. You were supposed to win. Any ring that you were supposed to win, like heavily, were you just downright the favorite? That's why when the Heat won, that's why I asked Jay Will, did you guys think you were going to win that? Because who thought that the Heat were the best team in the league that year? If so, I didn't know that. I didn't know. But of course, all right, that's why I asked him that question. And I was waiting for a story, but everybody lost their mind because at this point we're rating rings and they're all A's. And then wait, before we get sidetracked. Before we get sidetracked, I'm gonna look into this camera and I'm gonna say, OG the Beast. This is what I'm gonna tell you. OG the Beast from TikTok. This is what I'm gonna tell you. My brother, we should probably sit down at the round table before this gets nasty. And I don't know how you want to do this, whether it's a Zoom call one-on-one, but you know what I'm talking about, and a few other people know what I'm talking about. We should probably sit down before this gets nasty. And I'm just going to leave it there. I really am, because I'm not going to go into details before we actually have a conversation. But if you decline this invitation to sit down, you're going to see a nasty tier list. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not trying to bring up anything to the light or any. Let's talk, my brother. We talked last night over text messages. Let's sit down and hash this out, because you should have been on the show yesterday. But months and months of nastiness prevented that. I would have loved to have you on the show and be chatting up there with Jason Williams and Chilltown and Legend of Winning and Dale. It was ideal for me, but I can't do certain things if people are going to be nasty. So let's just have a conversation. And if we don't, all right, let's get back to business. Let's get back to business. Where we talk rings? All rings are.
You said you were saying something about Chilltown.
Oh yeah, and Chilltown also lost that Karl Malone argument.
Definitely did it.
That was
He
bad.
did not. He did not lose that.
When I look at it, when I watched it back, when I watched it back, I said, "Oh, he was pulling a Shaq card. He was just getting loud and just asking questions." But at the end of the day, you guys will sit here and call Russell Westbrook a loser for his entire career. He's not a winner. Other guys, Bradley Beal, a loser. Who else? Who was on the? Hold on, wait. I'm consistent. I'm consistent. You are not about to say that Karl Malone.
I've never said that as well.
I've never said Russ is a loser.
You said it
I've never
about
once
Cat.
said that.
Yeah, you did call it Karl. Exactly.
So
Okay.
I mean, but if that's your basis, you say that about
What has
everybody.
he
That's
done?
applicable to
What
everybody.
What has he done? No, what has he done?
Don't you comparing Cat to Malone?
No,
What?
I'm not.
How
I'm
many
just saying
playoffs
we're
has
talking
he
about
done?
now because we're talking about players that haven't done anything yet.
Cat's
No.
a loser. No,
He
Cat's a
didn't
loser.
even make it to the playoffs consistently.
Cat's a loser.
What about Gary Payton?
I don't
He's not
consider
a loser.
GP a loser. He got a ring too.
And how did he get that ring?
He was on Miami Heat.
He was
How
on
would you
Miami.
rate that
Yeah,
ring?
exactly.
No, wait. So that ring doesn't.
He
Is that not an A
made it to the
ring? Euro? That's an A
So-
ring.
so-
Was Reggie a
so
loser?
I'm asking a question.
I'm asking.
So if Melo would have won a ring this year with the Lakers, he would be considered a loser still?
Do you think Gary Payton was contributing to the Miami Heat as much as Melo's contributing to the Lakers right now?
He was playing. How much minutes did he average? I don't remember, to be honest.
I don't
How
remember
much
either.
minutes?
I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's what
But
I'm
he did
asking.
play.
Yeah.
He did
Hey,
play.
listen,
good
listen,
But he
listen,
played.
listen. Don't get me playing devil's advocate confused. Into thinking that I am like on the other side of the fence of this argument. I'm in the middle. I'm asking because if we're talking about, like I like holding people accountable, especially when it comes to their own arguments. So if we saying whoever like Karl Malone is a loser because he didn't win anything, then I'm dog, that's just
Shaq.
Okay,
Like
perfect,
Shaq is an
perfect.
empty stat.
But I was-
Shaq is
but I
calling
was-
people loser. Now he's
that's cool.
arguing with himself, just trying to
But I
drag
was
us
talking.
along with
But
him.
I was talking.
I'm
to
telling
Doug,
you who
but I was
lost that
talking to Doug.
argument.
Let me tell you why, and then I'll elaborate more. Let's dead this whole thing. Oh, just because you're not winning championships, you're a loser. That's not the case. If you're over here, if you're over here battling for playoff spots, battling for consistently making the playoffs for your team, I could live with that because guess what? There's just people better than you.
Like a Dame?
There's people better than you. Yeah, Dame. There's just teams. There's people who are better than you. But if you are one of those guys who's consistently bringing your team to the playoffs, I can't sit here and call you a loser. I can't. I can call you a loser. You wanna know why? With all that talent in the world, he hasn't done nothing. Not even making the playoffs.
But I feel like that's unfair for Cat because he hasn't had a
He's a loser.
He is a loser. He is a loser. But listen, you're not gonna come to Minnesota like this, bro. Look. This is the first year he's had an actual comparable team other than Jimmy Butler. This is the first year he has actual complementary pieces that he can rely on. Every year before that, it was just give the ball to Cat, and then other Timberwolves players I've never seen before coming in and out every year. So like, yes, they're losers, but like you have to see it from the perspective too that if you don't have talent, you're not gonna do anything.
Natty, this is what Dub is trying to get off because he sees where Jimmy Butler's career is going. And he ran into LeBron and a bunch of other brick walls his entire career. So when Jimmy Butler retires, there's no way that Dub can sit there and say that Jimmy Butler was not a loser if he doesn't say that Karl Malone is not a loser. The difference is Karl Malone is an all-time great at his position. He was probably the best four-man in the league. You have John Stockton, which is maybe a 1-2 point guard in the league at the time. So this is similar to Kobe and Shaq. Okay, I see. All right, kinda a little bit in that era. So you're telling me, I get it, MJ was there, but you never foot the bill. You never made it. You lost. All of these this is the one thing that isn't hypothetical. These are facts. You lost.
Let me ask you a question, though. He went to the finals, whatever the case may be. So based on what you just said, compared to Kobe and Shaq, who's a better duo, Kobe and Shaq or Scottie and Mike?
Who did more or who's
who's a better duo?
I feel like it's not the same, and I feel like you can pick either or. To be honest, that's just I could go either side.
Okay, no matter what you go, that's who Karl Malone was up against.
And you lost. He's still underachieved. But he's still underachieved. It doesn't matter who he lost to. You underachieved. Just like y'all, just like Dale, just like LeBron James, he lost all of these finals. It doesn't matter who he lost to. You would say he's not better than Mike because of the rings. You would say he's not better than Mike.
You know how nasty it is to say that falling short of the greatest of all time is underachieving?
So then why isn't LeBron?
when Kevin Love and Kyrie was there, or LeBron losing to
It doesn't matter. According to your logic, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who he lost to. The team was better, according to both of you guys. So why isn't LeBron better than Mike with that same exact logic? Why isn't LeBron better than Mike?
Shaq,
If it doesn't, because you're saying it doesn't matter who you lose to. You're saying, oh, because it was MJ and he lost to MJ and Scotty, that's why we should shoot him some bail. You know who LeBron lost to? LeBron lost very. Yes, you are. He underachieved, Dale.
How is losing in the championship underachieving? I would never say that.
Everybody gets a gold star on this show. Everybody gets a gold star. We just supposed to be happy and chummy with everybody. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, yeah. Everybody gets a ribbon. Put it right there. Ribbon. Yes, you want to give everybody a participation ribbon.
When Braun loses to the Warriors, not one people say, "Yo, Braun, you underachieved that year because you lost to the Warriors."
You guys hold every single time LeBron loses. You hold it against them.
You don't hear me like you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be quiet because some of the stuff you're saying is not shot at me. It's just basically shot at yourself. So I'm gonna just be quiet until I feel threatened. Because there's no way you could say that. You know, I don't ever bring up Braun. I don't do that. I don't bring up Braun.
Dale, when I say you people say, just the same way that you always say that, why are you thinking that I'm talking to you? You know the majority of the people, the reason he's not better than MJ is solely based off of rings. And they played in two totally different eras, and that's what it is. Because you can't say MJ's a better talent than LeBron James. I mean, you can, but I mean, I don't know. So Michael Jordan's a better basketball player than LeBron James? I swear to God, I haven't seen the human being yet. I have not seen the person that can play basketball better than LeBron James on all fronts. I don't know. I look at MJ like, yes, you dominated, you did, but just like a better basketball player, I'm still looking for him. I go to the park every day, just look out the window. Who's better than LeBron dribbling the ball? I want to know.
Dribbling the ball, like better.
Seriously?
He just means anybody who is better.
No, Natty. We're here.
He's being nasty though.
We don't have to do this.
Whenever he say, "I never seen a better talent," he's not looking at LeBron James' skills at shooting. He's just literally going off of LeBron's stats. So I don't.
No, I'm not. The eye test tells me that.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You're not doing it off of the eye test.
If I look at the eye test,
right, without athletic abilities, Luka Doncic and LeBron James is the same. Because you look at stats, they're the same. So stop saying to me it's your eye test. It's not. You're going to points, rebound, and dimes, and no one can say better because then you're going to go, who's better, Dale? Who rebounds better? Who's the better?
I often think it's my takes holding us back, but then you just say something, and I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it's Dale too, because that was just ridiculous. That was just ridiculous right there. It was really ridiculous what you just said. I could never look at Luka Doncic and LeBron James on the court, eye test only, and say that Luka is even close. I don't know, Dub, can you? Euro?
He said if you take away the athletic capability of LeBron James.
If you take away and let's cut his head off while we're at it. What else do you want to?
Exact person.
But that's just one side of the ball. There's a whole.
That's not false. They play the exact same way. Are you guys insane?
How many points did LeBron James have? Let's go off of the eye test from last night. LeBron James game.
Of course you want to.
I mean, it's just only fitting. No, it's only. We can do that too. He's having a better season than Luka Doncic. What do you mean? LeBron James having a phenomenal season.
Is he? Is he having a better season than Luka?
How old is LeBron James?
Oh, now you're gonna bring it.
No, I'm letting you know that he's like that. And Luka Doncic at 30, Luka Doncic at 37.
Now you're projecting.
But we're not talking about Luka at 37. We're talking about Luka at 22, 23.
I'm just letting you know what Luka's not going to be able to do at 37. What are we talking about right now? LeBron James is a better individual player right now than Luka Doncic. Is he not?
That's fine. Yeah.
So then, what are we talking about up here?
I don't know about that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know about that. I'm sorry.
I think Luka's better.
Wait, why don't you know about that?
I don't know about that. Luka is in the same conference, carrying his team after he came back from injury on another level, winning games. Winning basketball games.
Did his team win games without him? Did his team? How many wins did his team win without him? Luka.
They just won last night without him.
No, when he was injured.
Yeah, they just won last night. They just
Shaq,
played.
I don't know, Shaq. I don't care to know.
They win games without him, is what he's saying. Dell.
No, the Mavericks are a good team, bro. They're just spread out.
They're very good defensively.
Yeah, they're very good.
Man, listen to me, man.
How
You're
does that
gonna
not?
sit
But
here
how does that
y'all
not
gonna sit
matter?
here And y'all, no one said though. Y'all not gonna sit here and tell me that the Magic roster or so is just so much better than the
I don't
Lakers
think
roster.
it is. I don't think it is.
And so right.
What's
so
been the Lakers? What's been the Lakers knock? Thank you, Dub.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
way that they play, just because on paper, bro. I mean,
It's
on paper,
ridiculous.
the way
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
the way that they
You
play
can't have
because-
AD for 30 games and then say that LeBron.
But
is
AD has been literally in and out of the rotation the entire season. So if you're telling me if AD and Russell Westbrook and LeBron James are all there, I know this is a what if, but I'm just saying because you guys are being nasty. If they were all three together the entire season, what place do you think they would be in War Machine? Healthy
I don't know,
Anthony
but
Davis.
Someone tell me, someone who's not going to be speaking. Can y'all look up what are their records together? Because they played some games together.
With
I don't
Not
know.
great. I think they'd probably be 6 or 7.
Oh.
They'd be battling Dallas for seeding probably if they were all healthy the whole time.
but they would make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. As a lowest
They
seed.
would make the playoffs. They would be a playoff bound team.
Yeah, I
Easily.
think so. Yeah.
So
The
what are
thing
we
is,
talking
though,
about?
the with the Mavericks thing, it's not that the Mavericks have such better players. It's just the Lakers are the only reason they're so bad this year is because they don't play defense, and the Mavs are the #1 team in defensive.
LeBron contributes to them not playing defense.
Yeah, he
as
does.
well,
He
I
does
think.
contribute some nights. You could tell. But
Yeah, but I would
it's
much
just they
rather
have-
if he was in Dallas. What do you think? Do you think that they just stopped
Yeah.
playing defense because LeBron James just appeared on their team, or are they still going to play defense?
I just said he's a part of it. It's not
So,
it's because
Is,
of
is,
LeBron.
Of course.
is Luka considered a defender?
No, that's what I'm saying. You can insert LeBron James in okay, boom.
I think LeBron impact on the basketball game, he gonna kill and do all the stuff. I said this for a long time. It's not felt the same. It's not felt the same. He can't will like his team to just literally.
Of course, how are you gonna wield that roster? You literally gave up everything for Russell Westbrook, and that's on LeBron James. That is fair. But now let's come into reality land. Let's come into reality land. Westbrook. The whole situation is what it is. But if you're gonna sit here and tell me right now that roster right now, injuries included, is a good roster for LeBron James, you're nuts.
It was never a good roster.
Okay.
even without
then-
injuries.
So then
Yeah, it
stop
wasn't good
saying
at
that
the
it can't.
to
That
us, to us, because
So
to
how-
fit to us. But LeBron and Russ working out in the summer saying, "Oh yeah, y'all think this not gonna work? All right, watch this." Yada
Dale,
yada yada.
you're
So,
the same guy that got off this Clay that you try to tell me that Clay on a different team. I still don't get that. That Clay on a different team would not be as good as he is with the Warriors.
I said that, Shaq.
Yeah.
What are you talking
He
about?
said that
No,
he
no,
would
Dell-
be. He
Dell-
said
Dell
that
said
he
the
would
opposite.
be.
Dell
Yeah, exactly. No, to my point, exactly what I'm saying. You said, what was your point about him being homegrown yesterday? That's what I'm alluding to.
My point about Clay being because you saying Clay is, you can't bring Clay up in the realm because Clay started there. Clay built himself. there.
And bring Clay up in
didn't
what realm?
The realm that are the Warriors. Basically, the Warriors made him. Clay made the Warriors. He was a part of making the Warriors. That system worked because of Clay Thompson. That's what I'm saying.
1,000%. Okay, that's where we agreed. I thought yesterday you said something totally different.
Never in life.
Yeah, that was a weird take. That was a weird take
you
saying
didn't
that.
understand it. No, it was pretty
Yeah.
simple what I was saying.
It was
No,
basically-
this is what you did. You compare Clay and Reggie Miller.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
And I
not a
said-
bad comparison, though.
And I said,
At
if
all.
you
He
put
said
Clay
Clay
how he
would do the
plays,
same thing Reggie did.
Clay would do, and Reggie would do the same. It's just Clay's a better defender, so that works more for Clay.
So Clay right now, is he playing good
Reggie
or bad?
was pretty good defender too. I'm not gonna lie, and
Yeah,
he
it's
was
Clay.
guarding Jordan and all those guys too. Like
I don't think Reggie was a good defender. Honestly, I don't.
I mean, they
I
had
think
good
he put-
defensive
I think he
teams
put up
though.
effort, but I wouldn't say
He had
Yeah, I
great
mean, I don't-
defensive teams.
he
So like,
doesn't. Yeah, for sure. The Pacers were always a defensive team, but
Yeah.
I think Reggie. Everybody just looking at him as a shooter and like clutch and all this and that. That it kind of gets lost in the sauce. That he actually was a good defender, man. Like for real.
And Dale, what I'm trying to figure
Clay
out with
Thompson?
this,
I,
No,
I don't.
but
I
what
mean,
I'm-
I would have
no.
to look at it. I wouldn't
Nah.
jump out the window and say that just off the rip. But like, I don't think it's far. Like, you know
I
what I mean?
think I think Clay's a bit overrated as a defender personally.
right now.
in that,
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to jump. Go crazy. But don't sleep on Reggie's defensive skills though.
I feel like Reggie could play deep. But anyway, well, he had defensive monsters around him. That's why they went to the finals. But anyways, with Klay, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm starting to get worried, Dale, and I think that's why I brought it up, because I look at Klay and I'm like, is this because of the injury, or is this just because the Warriors aren't that good without Draymond? So then when I put him on a different team that is worse than the Warriors, I'm like, what would it look like, and what would your impact be? That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Are you using this season as a basis for your argument?
No, I'm just using right now. I'm trying to foreshadow. I'm trying to say.
You can't do that though. You can't do that. He hasn't been in the league for 2 years.
That's what I'm just raising eyebrows right now, Dub. That's all I'm doing is just raising eyebrows.
I don't think there's no eyebrows to be raised, because I've told everyone this. Like, I don't know why everyone thought that Klay Thompson should just be plucked back in and you get the same Klay Thompson.
I mean, he's averaging 15. How much did he average when he was healthy? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
With KD, he averaged 20, and then with I think before KD came, it was like 22 or 23, something like that. But you could tell by the way he plays, it's just not the same. It's not felt the same, because again, he needs time to get back into the flow of the game. Just because he's putting 15, 17 points per game don't mean is anywhere near to the same Klay Thompson as before.
But why not though? Because if Draymond was playing, don't you think he would have better opportunities?
No,
I don't know.
I think he would be a little bit more wide open.
But you gotta understand, Klay took 5 threes yesterday. All of them wasn't bad shots. He just missed his shots.
No, like, he took a couple that were very questionable.
It's like, look at Klay when he made 10 or 6 threes. He's taking those threes. It's not like he's taking those threes. He's doing that.
But sometimes when you're not making them, it's the same thing with Steph. Like, if you're shooting bad,
right. But at that level caliber shooter, when they going up, you think it's going in. I get what you're saying. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, Mars, but I don't think that applies for guys like Klay and Steph, because you know what I mean? Like, you have to put those up, especially those particular shots, because they just need to.
Yeah, that's like telling a point guard not to pass. Yeah, you gotta try to get it there.
Sometimes I think you just got to know time and score. For example, in the fourth quarter yesterday, I think the Lakers went on a little run, and then Klay just takes a pull-up free from like 30 feet, and it wasn't even close. It's like sometimes there's a better shot for you to get in that situation.
I think his problem right now is he just usually when Draymond is there, this is a problem with Steph and Klay though. When they're moving without the ball, like, Draymond just knows where they're going and he can meet them there. But this team, the teammates they have right now, like people like Wiggins and stuff like that, they're not great playmakers. So I'll see Steph and Klay hit a split action, get a minute of space, and usually Draymond will hit it and they'll get a wide open shot, but those passes aren't being made. So I see Klay trying to rely on his ISO game, trying to back someone down, turn her over in the mid range, when usually he can get easily better shots. So I think it's just gonna have to wait into him running into it, because he also keeps getting like random games missed. Like he'll get a rhythm for like 3 games in a row, and then he'll miss one, and then he'll start performing poorly, and then he'll finally get back.
That's Klay Thompson though.
Yeah,
it's always been Klay Thompson.
Yeah,
he was always that guy.
Yeah.
There's moments where, all right, I'm streaky, but then there's moments like Klay Thompson, you're on one, bro. Yeah, like that's just him.
Yeah, if I'm on the Warriors and I see Klay pulling some crazy fast break 3, like, I don't think I will ever be mad at that, regardless if he's going 0 for 10 or if he's 9 for 10. Like, I don't think I'll be mad.
It was just like Steph when he was in his slump. You can't tell him to stop shooting. Just shoot until you figure it out. Just be smarter about it. But the thing was, when Steph was in his slump, he can dribble, play make, and find his way to the basket. I see Klay just very reliant on shooting over people right now. So I think he's just gonna have to get his legs under him, see what's going
on. Moving along, we have Jokic versus Luka in I will say the order: Dale, Natty, Euro, Dub, Mars. It's 7 different topics, and you got to pick one: Jokic or Luka. You guys ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, Shaq, great assist thing you just said. I was on mute, but that was a good one. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Thank you. I had another one, but I didn't want to jump off the cliff. But I was waiting to be thrown the ball again. But Natty summed it up, and then Euro came. So I was like,
I like that.
All right.
Very well.
Jokic versus Doncic. Impact on the game. Dale.
God damn.
I can see this from two different angles.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm gonna go Luka
Yeah.
though.
Natty.
Joker.
Euro.
I'm gonna go Luka too.
Dub.
Damn. Luka.
War Machine.
I'm gonna go with Jokic.
Playmaking ability. Dell.
Luka.
Natty.
Jokic.
Euro.
Jokic.
Dub.
Luka.
Mars.
Luka.
Basketball IQ. Dell.
I'm gonna go Joker.
Natty.
I think
Jokic.
Euro.
Jokic.
Dub.
Jokic.
Mars.
Jokic.
Scoring. Dell.
Luka.
Natty.
Luka.
Euro.
Luka.
Dub.
Luka.
Mars.
Luka.
Playoffs. Dell.
They both ain't really do much, but one lost 3-1, one came back from a 3-1. I'm gonna go Joker.
Natty.
Joker.
Euro.
Joker.
Dub.
Jokic.
Mars.
Jokic.
Better overall. Dell.
Luka.
Natty.
Jokic.
Euro.
Jokic.
Dub.
Jokic.
Mars.
Jokic.
There we go. There we have it.
Shaq.
Dell, what'd you think for the number one? Like which two angles?
What was the question again?
It was impact on the game.
Yeah.
Well, it's honestly, I feel like their impact is the same, but I just like Luka better. That's why I picked him. To be honest, like,
see, because I was thinking impact on the game like that is being played, or impact on the game of basketball like globally. You know what I'm saying?
oh, I just took that, but both globally. With Luka's, I think probably more popular globally because what he did more so in EuroLeague. I would think.
Why,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I picked him. That's why I picked him.
Yeah.
But in terms of like impact on the game, like individually, like you know what I mean? I'm picking Jokic over that.
That was a good one. That was your best one I've seen up here. The comparison.
Yeah, it's just Nikola.
Yeah.
Nikola is.
We never did Steve Nash, and who else was it? Jason Kidd or somebody?
No,
Russ, wasn't it?
it was Steve Nash and
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be. We'll do that next show because I want to make specific topics for their games instead of just putting defense and we know who wins. I want to get a little bit deeper than that. It's time for overtime, and overtime is the first one on the dock is Steve Nash over Russell Westbrook. Who agrees? Who disagrees?
I got Nash over Russ.
The floor is yours.
I think Steve Nash gets underrated because people think he didn't deserve his MVPs. I think that's debatable. Whoever you pick, I don't really care. But if you're looking at running offenses, if you look at the 10 most efficient offenses, like of all time, Steve Nash led like 4 of them, 2 or 3 with Phoenix, 1 with Dallas. People say D'Antoni like unlocked him, which is true to an extent, but he was performing in Dallas with Dirk as well, leading a great offense there. I think as a leader, what he can do, unlocking bigs is just, I think Russ, he gets overrated a little bit. I rate him personally more as a passer than a scorer. I think he's not a very good scorer. I don't think he ever really has been. And I think I personally value someone who can make other guys around him better and lead teams to more success than I think Russ ever has personally.
Mars, the only thing I would ask about that is, so where does Steve Nash get this game off in a different system? It is a hypothetical.
I think
you don't have to answer.
I think I could answer that. Well, for example, in Dallas, it wasn't a similar system to what Phoenix ran at all, and that was the most efficient offense in that year as well. It was one of the top 5 or 10 ever. and that was before D'Antoni in Phoenix. So Steve Nash already showed that he could produce at an elite level to that point. The only thing that happened really in Phoenix was the pace sped up, so people saw his numbers pop up a bit more. But in terms of his impact on the game, it was already there. It was just people noticed him more in Phoenix.
What about that Lakers team that he went to? Obviously, he was
old.
Yeah,
He was very old.
but the way that he's playing, I mean, we're talking about Steve Nash still being able to facilitate. He was just hurt, like he never really played, right?
He didn't play like that.
Could you have seen them compete for a title if Steve Nash had been healthy, regardless of age?
Based on what I saw from Dwight Howard that season, in terms of he wasn't healthy and he didn't.
I think that was the right coach for that team.
It's just
I didn't like D'Antoni with that team.
Yeah, I just don't think it fit. Steve Nash and Dwight, they clashed a lot as well, because the way Nash is used to running with bigs, Dwight didn't really feel like he fitted that role. He wanted more post touches. Nash wanted more pick and rolls, and it just didn't really fit personally. I just don't think it would have worked.
So what are the knocks against Westbrook? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Who here thinks that Nash is better than Westbrook?
I'm taking Westbrook.
I'm taking Nash over Westbrook because, like, no matter what team, let's say you pick up a team. If you put Nash in his prime and Westbrook in his time, I think Nash teams goes farther no matter the team you pick.
I don't think so. No, because Nash and Kevin Durant are Nash and Kevin Durant.
Prime Nash and Kevin Durant. What?
I don't think
they're not beating that Warriors team, and it's not even competitive.
That team didn't beat that Warriors.
I think they competed.
Yeah, but but the fact that they even had them down 3-1 is ludicrous. That's the biggest point.
I think they could do the exact same thing. A prime Nash and that KD.
How could they do that? See, when we look at Russell Westbrook and KD when they was together, apart from the years with like James Harden, those guys was carrying the scoring load for that team. It was literally.
But this is the thing, let's negate KD in this. Nash will be able to bring up everyone else, bro. I'm
who on that team is he bringing up?
Let me ask you a question now.
No. Answer my question.
Yeah. I would like to know the answer to that. I would like to know that answer too. Who is Nash elevating? Who?
Elevating to what?
I don't know. You said it.
Whoever is there. I don't know the roster. Whoever is there.
I don't think that's true, though. I just don't think that's true. Steven Adams and Russ works effortlessly.
I don't think you can ever elevate Andre Roberson, in my opinion.
No.
Okay, I think
Anthony Morrow.
You guys are missing Steve Nash's biggest asset. It's like when you plug Chris Paul into a lineup, when he bring that leadership and make people play better. Steve Nash was like that. Steve Nash was that.
Russ is also like that, though. For you to sit here,
than Russ.
But Dale, they were up 3-1. They were up 3.
Okay,
yeah, I'm with you on that. But the same gripes
with Kevin Durant. I think they're either going the same place or even farther. This is me.
Russ's IQ. Nobody ever said anything about Russ's IQ into this year. If you put anything under a microscope, if you put to this extent. To this extent is what I'm trying to tell you.
Because
yes.
Lenses. That's why.
1,000%. So going into this year, I just don't see how you put Steve Nash over Russ. I just don't. You guys say he was robbed of Steve Nash robbed one, so technically she only have one. Dub says he shouldn't have any. And Russ has a legitimate MVP. Now, that's man-made stats. Let's throw it out the window. If I'm on a court and I'm a GM and I'm looking at things, I'm like, Russ is balls to the walls, but you can't say he's not a winner according to you guys' standards. Russell Westbrook is a top of the line superb winner. He was up 3-1, dealt with your guy. He was up 3-1 with your guy. And was it Russ's fault that they lost 3 straight games?
No, it was both of their faults.
Oh, okay. So how could you say that Steve Nash?
You just was putting up together, bro. They was balling out.
Russ has always balled.
It's just there's KD even said that in one of his little burner accounts. He said that himself. It was literally Russ and KD. There was nobody else to lean on.
Bro, this is when you have honestly.
How many assists did Russ average in that playoff series or finals season?
For you guys to sit here and look at a prime Steve Nash, what he was doing, and pair that with Kevin Durant and say they can't at least go where.
I mean, who is the Amari
Russ went?
Stoudemire? Who is the Amari
let's get
Stoudemire
into it
that's
then.
running with Steve Nash just in the open court like that? Who are these pieces that Steve Nash just magic? Steve Nash needs pieces. For you to sit here and say that he's just gonna
Everyone
exactly.
needs pieces.
No.
Everyone
But
Look,
according to you
we
guys, so then how didn't Russ?
yesterday, LeBron
So then
needs
okay, so then how didn't Russ
Could
elevate?
be the one running with him.
I mean,
Let me
I
ask
don't.
you,
I
can
I
y'all
just
tell me the roster
technically.
that y'all hate to just
You,
plug
you don't
Steve
think
Nash
KD's
with?
capable of that?
I mean,
At a
I
high
just
clip?
don't. I mean, I feel like they have two different games. Amari and KD have two different games. I feel like Steve Nash with the ball in his hand.
I think KD's a hooper.
Wait,
I
was
think
it-
he can
was
make
it
That's
work.
fine. That's
Serge
fine.
on that
That
team?
that
Was
is
it
that
Serge
is
on that team?
also a
Yeah,
different
it
game than
was.
KD.
So,
Steven
so
Adams.
Serge wouldn't kill
Okay.
with Steve Nash?
Okay,
He's
that
not,
of
bro,
anybody's
stop
gonna
it.
kill.
Stop it. No, stop it. He's
No,
not.
he
gonna
will. He
become-
will eat.
He's
He
not
will
gonna
eat
be.
with Steve Nash.
He's not gonna become this crazy offensive threat. He's
He
not
doesn't need
doing
that.
that.
He
Shaq.
doesn't
That's
have
that's
to.
the
How
point.
many
That's
how
the
many
point.
assists did Westbrook
Why are you
average?
saying,
11, Shaq,
I got it
11.
right here. I got it
Russell
right here.
Westbrook averaged 11 assists, and you're telling me how many more assists is Steve Nash going to average than that? That's going to take away from KD's points. So just let me just.
Take
I
away-
want to.
nothing's gonna take away from KD's.
He
points.
has to.
I'm
You
not
said he
doing that.
elevates everybody, so that means he's getting the ball to everybody, right? And he's just elevating all of these
Yeah,
players
before I said
magically
that, Shaq,
more
you
than
went
Russell
over,
Westbrook
I
is.
said take Kevin out of this. I said that. I said take KD out.
Okay,
of this.
so Steve Nash, how many assists? What does it look like?
Shaq, you're not understand. He could average 7 or 8 assists. Why you basing it on numbers, bro? It's not about a number thing. It's not a number thing.
So then
I
how?
never do that.
So what are you
How's he
basing off
elevating
of?
them? Well,
Yeah, how is he elevating
In
them?
wins.
How
In
is
Wait,
wins.
so do you guys?
In
How?
wins.
What is he doing?
You guys got this guy
So-
on a pedestal because he ran in a
what,
high-powered
Mars?
off. You
I
guys
don't
guys
have
think-
him on a pedestal. I just think
Y'all do.
he's an
He was
easier
on a
player.
do.
high-powered offense. He was on
You
a
do.
high-powered offense with Mike D'Antoni,
There's
bro.
no
Mhm.
way.
Mike D'Antoni, who's a great offensive mind. He went
Mhm.
on to this, and guess what he did with that team? He did nothing. The same way that you guys say with Russell Westbrook.
Why are you saying you guys?
My bad. I did the same thing Shaq did. But he did the same thing that Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook makes the playoffs in whichever situation that he's a part of.
Mhm.
He's not missed a playoff. I think he missed a playoff one time in his rookie year. Every other year he has made the playoffs. Regardless how he did it, them triple doubles adds to wins. I'm sorry to say it. I know people hate to hear it, but it does. It makes his teams a playoff caliber team. That's
So,
the effect that he brings. And he didn't
so
have a Mike D'Antoni offense to sit here and elevate him to a whole different level.
So let me ask. See, this is the thing, y'all. When I play basketball, I put myself in positions. I know what it feels like for a fit and all these stuff. So when I'm saying a Steve Nash team in a prime Steve Nash, his mind, the way he play basketball, the way he could probably slow down a game, his mental, all of that in how he plays, his how easy it would be for whoever's on that court to play with someone that could control a pace is better for a team. This is what I am saying. Forget the numbers. Forget the numbers of Russ averaging 20 and 11. Because it's other things like how you just said, where the numbers gonna come if Russ doesn't play. The Nets just traded James Harden. None of the players they just got back will be able to do what James Harden did. But the fact is that they got pieces that could accumulate to the same product of winning.
You're right. The same product of.
But Dell, hold on.
Of
What
winning.
you're talking about is Steve Nash just being more of a traditional point guard. And I get you, and I agree with you on that 100%. I will never say that. What I'm saying, I don't care. If the same thing is going to happen with both players playing their brand of basketball, I don't care.
What do
Now
you
we-
Yeah,
but how-
that's
but how
the
do-
point I'm
how-
making.
How do we? But this is the thing. I don't see a 3-1 team with Steve Nash on it. The Warriors coming back. That's
I don't
why
see a
I'm- I don't
3-1
think
team
they're
with
up
Kevin
3-1.
Durant on it
I
and
don't
they
think they're up
lose. It's a lot
3-1.
of things that I just don't
No,
understand,
I
but it
don't even
happens.
think they get up 3-1 with Steve
So-
Nash at
so-
all.
so-
They
so you're
relied
saying-
on Russell Westbrook scoring as well as his playmaking. Steve Nash ain't gonna be scoring the way that Russell Westbrook was scoring.
But
You
he'll
gonna
be
sit here
doing
and say
other things that still returns.
What
those
they both
wins.
have, they
That's
both
what
average
y'all not
8.5
understanding.
assists. So it's like no matter how you get the assist,
Okay,
it's an
Shaq,
assist.
Shaq,
All
whenever
those
you
assists
go
to Steven Adams that elevate his game, that's who the assists are. Russ isn't.
Shaq, whenever you do this numbers thing that makes everything the same and do all this stuff, it's fine because
It's
KD
not-
can
it's-
average 30 and John Morant can average 30 and they're the same scorer to you. That's what you're telling me right now. That's not what I'm saying.
Dell, I know what you're saying. You're talking about create opportunities for
mean-
other people. What I'm saying with this whole
And
argument
that-
is my better players argument.
I'll
I don't
factor in
care. If you're
efficiency.
If you're not an offensive player, bro, there's nothing you can do. I could play make for you all I want.
The turnover
You're not
comparisons
offensive player,
is that
you're
Steve
not gonna
Nash
make shots.
over his
Andre
career
Roberson
average
is
4.
not becoming a better offensive player. Anthony Morrow isn't becoming a better offensive player. I don't think Serge Ibaka
Anthony
at
Morris
that
was
time
a
is
shooter
becoming-
at that time, catching like he could catch and
that's
shoot.
it.
Just
That's all
there,
he's
like,
gonna do. But he's not gonna be a crazy offensive player with Steve Nash. Serge Ibaka ain't gonna be a crazy offensive player with Steve Nash.
Let me ask you a
I don't
question.
believe so.
Who would you rather? You would rather Russell Westbrook in your prime in a close game in the fourth quarter than Steve Nash? Who would you
I mean,
rather?
Dale, your argument is just
I'm
bad
asking
because
Doug.
all you
Yes.
got to do is go to
Yes.
shooting, and then I'll be like, okay, I can see that. But you
It's
trying to
not
argue?
about- I'm not bringing shooting up. I'm bringing basketball. That's it. It's not about shooting. All y'all shooting means, oh, Russ averaged 24. So I know if Russ not there, I'm not gonna have those 24s. I'm not worried about the 24. If I see a player that could be more poised and more at ease and still bring a win to the table, and that's
Nash
what I see
over
with a Steve Nash and a prime KD matchup. That's what
Nash-
I see.
I'd rather have an aggressive player. I'd rather have an aggressive player who's not afraid to take the shots than Steve Nash. Yes,
But Steve
would-
Nash
I don't know if
said,
he's
Steve
afraid.
Nash said that if
would
he
you
played in
rather
this
have
era,
Chris
he'd be
Paul
more
on the
aggressive.
Suns right now? Would you have a
Well, I think
Chris
Chris
Paul?
Paul. I think Chris
or
Paul's better than both of them. I think Chris
you have
Paul's
a
better than.
Chris
So you
Paul-
can't tell me that. You
you
can't
have
ask
a
me. I
Chris
think he's
Paul
better than both of them.
I don't-
Over Russell
Dale, the
Westbrook?
reason I don't
Yeah,
know
I
because
think
we
he's better
haven't
than
seen
both
it.
of them.
We haven't seen it,
We
but
haven't seen
we
what?
haven't seen Steve Nash either. My whole point is you're up 3-1. Stop acting like Russ is the bum. He's not. Russ was a huge part of them being up. I'm just
Shaq,
saying.
You gotta stop saying when someone don't agree with, like you saying Russ and picking Nash. I'm not calling Russ a bum. I'm looking at how I'm looking at it. I like the Kevin Durant prime matchup with Steve Nash. I like that as a better fit. That's me personally. I like that as a better fit than the Russell Westbrook. No matter
Okay.
if they went up 3-1 or not. I rather that.
Next one, Euro. This is coming down the lane to you. Kevin Durant over Tim Duncan.
Like the title of the segment is overtime. Like, is it just like you mean that literally? Like, who we taking in overtime?
No. This is just Kevin Durant
taking-
over Tim Duncan. Do you agree or disagree?
Man, you know me. Like, I like to get into it, like thinking, like deep. I
That's
know
fair.
I don't like it. I'm taking Timmy. But here's the thing: there's an asterisk by that. Like, Timmy and Pop is like one to me, and to me that's a disadvantage to KD. If we're just talking players, of course I'm taking KD. But with Pop comes a system, comes chemistry, comes everything that you need in order to get a championship. And Timmy or the Spurs, you know what I mean, for that matter, they were able to show a dynasty. They, it's proof. So
if you insert KD in that same system and take out Tim Duncan and put in KD with the same players around him, KD at the 4.
No, because I feel like Timmy is a true big. Like, I don't
They're
think you'll
different
be able
players.
to run.
They're
I don't think you'll be able
players.
to run a 2-man game with Tony Parker and KD to the same.
Well, you
know what I mean,
could
to the
run it,
same
but they're different.
effectiveness.
They're just different players.
It's
It
not
wouldn't-
gonna
it
work
won't
the same.
Right.
So I would like it, but
it's literally basically just like the Russ and Steve Nash argument we just having.
Should we just end the show? I'm just curious.
then
I'm just curious.
no,
Not you,
if-
Euro.
if-
Not
if
you,
you-
Euro. Dale's saying everything is the same. Then why do we come up here 3-4 times a week and even chat? If everything is, if we're not going to debate the
Shaq, you know what
nuances,
you could do?
who would you build a
need to
team
debate
around?
You need to debate what's not the same because you're asking a question where is no concrete answer. That's why it's a debate. Euro just said something that made perfect sense.
He did.
You have to take it into context, and we literally said, well, you can't pluck KD in and say
You can though. I'm asking the
hold on.
question hypothetically, just like you magically plucked in Steve Nash with KD. You just did that. It's the same thing. Same position. KD's a 4. The same position.
KD's
3-4. 3-4. He played. So KD never played power
We're
forward.
not gonna do that.
I mean, here we go again with this position.
You're talking about
shit,
Dale.
you
You're
know?
not doing that because you sat here and told me that Giannis is a small forward. If Giannis is a small forward, KD's a power forward, Dale. We got to keep consistency.
But
So this
KD
is-
still
Kevin
doesn't fit
Durant
on the
is being
Spurs.
rated in the top power forwards of all time debate when we talk about it.
Is Giannis being rated as a small forward?
No, he's not.
People
No,
are-
Dale. Then give.
Nah,
Come on,
Dale, that's
Dale.
not.
Never-
Dale, you could have just said no. You could have just said no, walked it back,
We don't
and we
rank
could have
him
moved
there.
on.
Nobody ranks him as small forwards.
No one never said Giannis was a small forward.
Before
he's a
Where
pup.
did we rank him? What was the question?
Thank you.
Where was the question you asked us?
He just asked would he be ranked with them though.
No.
Never.
Shaq, you did this. You see, this is your problem, Shaq. This is what you said. You said you plucked Tim Duncan out and put KD in because you just replaced him 4 for 4. That's not what you're doing. If
I would love KD at the 4. Me personally, I would love KD at the 4. It creates mismatches.
If Kevin Durant with the Spurs, he would not play the 4 position. Pop would get a 4 and put Kevin Durant at the 3, like he did with Kawhi Leonard. He put Kawhi at the 3.
Kawhi and KD are not the same player. Kawhi and KD are not the same player, not the same size, not the same benefits, and not the same risk. It's not.
Oh my.
Well, hold on,
it's not. You're just chatting right now, and it's cool.
I do be seeing KD at the 4 sometimes.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
No,
So
he does play the 4, but not for Shaq.
He was listed as a power forward for this year and last year.
I mean, it doesn't matter what he's listed at because we was just talking about. Listen, man, a couple episodes ago, we was going back and forth about Steph Curry
being a point guard and
exactly.
Dub come on, Dub.
The point is, but here's the thing.
That's the point. That's what you're talking about.
No. Wait. The thing about the Steph Curry, is he a point guard? Is he not a point guard? Is I don't think, even though it's the same, rhetoric, it's not the same thing because a point guard is much different, than a 3 or 4. Like you could, in today's offenses and stuff, right? You can much more easily compare a 3 and a 4 than like a point guard, a true point guard, to a shooting guard that plays the point guard position. And so I guess the only way that we could actually figure this out is if KD is playing more minutes at the 3 than at the 4, because technically speaking, he's doing the same thing. It's just a matter of
that's this is why this positionless is the craziest thing to me, and these debates are because Shaq it's like he just be nasty and nastier. If you look, Kevin Durant could be on the court, he looked the same as he's doing. I would never call in this life living ever call Giannis a 4-man. He's not a traditional 4-man. When we're going by positions, that's
so then why do you call Steph? Then why do you call Steph a point guard?
Because Steph is a point guard.
The definition of point guard, is a player who orchestrates the offense. Steph does not orchestrate the offense. Draymond Green averages the most assists on that team in literally the eye test.
I said this to you 2 or 3 episodes ago. So that means we have 2 or 3 point guards in the NBA then. And that's it. Based on that definition.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole Steph Curry's not a point guard thing. Because if he has
to be, what's the definition of point guard in the dictionary? That's what I go by. Why wouldn't I? That's because that's the definition we've been given for the last 30 years of our lives. And now all of a sudden it just changes.
Let's go to Webster.
Wait, you're misunderstanding that Dell's saying.
I would never say
Giannis'
true position is a power forward. No matter if he plays the power forward.
That's what he's saying.
If he plays center, if he started at the 5, I would never call Giannis a center.
This is the thing that you're talking about. You're
if
saying that
Giannis isn't started as a small forward, I would not call him a small forward. I won't.
I said what you're sitting here telling me is that since Giannis to you isn't playing like a traditional power forward, you won't sit here and call him a traditional power forward. But for Stephen Curry, he's not playing like a traditional point guard, but you're still calling him a point guard.
Because I've seen him play a traditional point guard. That's why.
What do you think? What do you think Giannis is doing? You know how many?
Giannis is playing the 4.
I've seen Steph Curry came into a traditional point guard. The game changes. His game changed. He started shooting more. But I've seen him play traditional.
What 4-man doesn't shoot? What 4-man doesn't?
Hold on, time out. I've never in my entire life seen Giannis play as a traditional power forward. I've never seen him.
What is traditional power forward? And then name me the traditional power forwards in the league.
Tim Duncan.
No. Right now. Name me the traditional power forwards in the league right now.
Bobby Portis.
He plays.
He's playing the 5 right now.
You see, that's my point. Exactly, he's playing the 5. But to me, Bobby Portis coming up, he was a 4-man. That's how 4-mans was.
So do the Bucks not have a center?
That's basically my point. Saying that.
So do the Bucks not have a center?
What's the boy? Anthony Davis, traditional power forward to me. The dude from the Bulls that played a 5-man. What's his name?
You got a guy, Giannis, right?
Hold on. What's his name? No. You asked me the name. I'm naming them. Vucevic. That's how power forwards played when I was watching. Who else is out there?
And that's true.
That's what I'm talking about. Giannis plays like a 3-man on the wing, no matter what.
So you got a guy.
That's why I say he's a 3-man.
All right, then we'll not say 4, but you got a guy in Giannis. He's a great rebounder. He's a rim protector. He's a help side defender. So what? He's a center now?
You could call him a center. That's my point. If Giannis started at the 5, you would call him a center. I wouldn't. I would still call
Why
him a
not?
three-man.
If he's fulfilling
Oh
the
my God.
responsibilities of a traditional center, why
Uh-huh.
wouldn't you call him a center?
Great, perfectly great. Why the hell you never want to call LeBron James a point guard when Shaq brings that up to you?
Because I don't like doing that. This is y'all thing.
But that's what you're doing now.
Y'all do
I don't
this.
do
No,
that.
I look at LeBron James like he's a small forward. To
And-
me, if you want to call him a point guard, you could call him a point forward.
I don't call
'cause that's
Braun
the
a point
true-
guard.
that's
I
the
don't
true-
call Braun a point guard.
I've
Shaq
seen you
does.
call LeBron a point
Show
guard.
me.
What are you talking about?
Ask
Bro,
Shaq. Shaq's
what?
there. Shaq.
You know,
Ask Shaq.
I miss
Shaq. Go ahead.
I
Go
miss
ahead.
the times when we used to just call people tweeners. You know what I mean? Like the
Ask
guys
Shaq.
that are between two positions.
I never call
Ever
Braun a
We should
point
get
guard.
back to it.
Ever since somebody said, positionless basketball, the whole conversation just shifted to something where it's like an endless debate for nothing.
It will be endless, but like I'm saying, I don't. Giannis, Braun, KD, all three, man, to me. And what position they play? I think they play the three. No matter what the coach write down, oh yeah, you started the four today. There's still a three-man starting at the four position.
So Dale, Kevin Durant over Tim Duncan in any way, all time or building a team around? Who are you building the team around first?
I'm taking
How?
I'm
I
taking
love
Timmy.
Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant. But the team that you have to build around him to win, I don't know if you're just able to get that team off the streets. I just don't know. You got to have a
perfect. And I like that most of you guys said Tim Duncan. Build a team around Tim Duncan for me. You said the team you have to build around KD.
I'm
gonna start with somebody like Bruce Bowen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can find the
like
Bruce
a
Bowen type,
Manu,
you know what I mean?
Tony Parker.
No, they made a
Two
six-man.
first ballots
Tim
Hall
Duncan
of
made a
Famers, Shaq.
six-man.
But you said I can't plug in KD, and you act like if I plug in KD, it's just nuts.
I never said no. Me and Euro, we agreed that you said it would be different because he's not a traditional forward.
So what's the team that you're gonna?
What changes?
What's the team that you're gonna build around KD? A fair team.
I don't know. I don't know. The thing that hurts with KD and all these conversations that you love to bring up, the fact that he won with Steph Curry. So you love to throw it in there.
It's hard to unsee
it. And you confuse the masses because they're not thinking like, oh yeah, you said that's why you said the KD team got to be out the woodwork because when he won, he had Steph, he had Clay, he had those.
He had
players,
unselfish
whatever
players. So it's like when you think of a team to put around KD, you're gonna be like, KD literally was plug and play.
So that's the question then. Who
It's
is
the
it
question
easier
for
to
KD.
build a championship caliber team around, Timmy or KD?
But
And I would say
think
Timmy 100%. And Dale, you have to say that too.
I would say KD could win with the Spurs, but I'm not gonna agree and say he's gonna he's gonna start at the four. I think he'll put like he'll find somebody else, like a Bobby Portis to play the four or something. Like,
So Dale, who are you building a
that's what
team
happened.
around? LeBron or Tim Duncan?
I'm taking Braun. I'm building the team. I'm taking Braun. I know what Braun needs. I'm taking Braun.
It's so much it's so easy for Braun.
War Machine,
Not
Chris
really,
Paul
I don't
over
know
Allen
about easy,
Iverson.
but yeah.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not easy.
Like I mean, like you know what he needs. That's what I mean. That's
Right.
I
Exactly,
mean, you know
for
what
sure.
Timmy needs too is just Timmy needs a lot more smaller pieces to fit the whole, situation as opposed to LeBron needs solid pieces, bigger pieces around him.
I hate that these are two different players argument when you're building a team, because if you look at the grand scheme of the league and you say pick one player, everybody's not going to pick the same position. Everybody has their preference.
And what do we mean by easier? Because I feel like with LeBron, it'll cost a lot more money to build a team around him than it is with Timmy.
It would be. You're right.
Yeah, I feel like Timmy is like one of those guys.
But I mean, that's the business aspect of everything, though, which I get.
Yeah, so that's why I asked. Like, are we including that? And then I'm taking
Yeah,
Timmy. You know what I mean?
we kind of got to.
That would actually be. Yeah, that's actually very smart.
War Machine, Chris Paul over Allen Iverson. Love it, like it, hate it. Was good.
I got Chris Paul over AI, but I'm not really fussed either way. So if you got AI,
I got AI, BRB.
I got CP just because I think a small guard is easier to build around one who's a great playmaker than one who's mainly a scorer. Because a great scoring guard who's that small, it's just really hard to build around, I think.
Euro.
AI 10 out of 10. And that's just based off of CP3 and his injury woes, whatever roadblocks he had in his career, whether it's his fault or not his fault. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just going off of the history.
What if you're just going off their game, like not including all
Yeah,
the
I didn't
missteps?
consider injuries. I think
Yeah,
that was
'cause
lazy of me, but
anything can happen at any day. So it's like if I'm just looking at their games, it's like I find it tough not to pick Chris Paul.
Over who?
I feel like injured Chris Paul later in his.
You know what's crazy? Like I gotta come clean because like when at the very like beginning of Chris Paul's career and then even like towards the middle or whatever, like I had a list of players that I thought would never win the championship, right? And Chris Paul was definitely on that list. I since then, and that's because I didn't like him. Since then, I've kind of like, grown to like Chris Paul a little bit. And now I feel like he definitely deserves one because he's put so much like time into the game. And like, you know what I mean? He's just a respectable guy, even if he is top 3 dirtiest player of all time. I just, I don't know, man. Like,
Dale, you're back. And Euro, this is also a question for you. And Natty, if you want to jump in. So, Dale, you're taking Iverson over CP3, correct? 10 out of 10 times every time.
Yes.
Yes. Is it situational? I'm trying to shoot you some bail. I don't want you to fall into this mousetrap. Is it situational, or are you always taking Allen Iverson?
Always taking Allen Iverson.
I'm always taking Allen Iverson.
Okay.
Bring up Russ and Nash, please.
So you put I foreshadowed for you. So Allen Iverson with Kevin Durant. Name me the differences between him and Russell Westbrook, or CP3 and Nash.
You said name the difference between what?
Yeah. Keep it one. The difference between Allen Iverson and Russell Westbrook. The difference in play style.
The fit, basically.
Yeah.
Yes, the fit.
Size.
Like,
the fit.
The fit.
Different.
So I don't like. What are you guys asking me?
Yeah,
like,
why would AI and KD?
Your iPad's about to explode. You're right. Though this is where the Wi-Fi starts to get a little fuzzy over there. Shout out my uncle. I seen him in the chat. I'm saying hi to my uncle in the chat. Hi, uncle. Okay. I'm trying to give you some time.
The question wasn't who would fit better with Kevin Durant between Chris Paul and AI. That's not what y'all asked me. I said, who am I taking as a player?
Yeah, Steve Nash or Russell Westbrook.
And then y'all brought up the OKC system. If y'all brought up who would you rather?
I didn't bring up anything. AI, I didn't bring up any system. I just said, who would you take?
No. This is what we're talking about. This is what y'all try to do. This is what y'all doing right now. So you just asked me. I don't know how y'all are comparing me picking AI as a player versus Chris Paul to me picking Nash over Russell.
War Machine. Are the stats between Allen Iverson and Russell Westbrook any different from?
But why y'all bring it? But what does that have?
Dale, we're talking about the play style.
I'm talking about efficiency.
But the play style with Russell Westbrook.
I thought we were talking fit.
You told me that you like the fit because one other guy.
But what fit are we talking about right now with Allen Iverson? What fit are we talking about? Y'all just asked me about
with KD.
Players.
With KD.
But why are y'all bringing that up with this?
Because you said you would take Steve Nash. Because you said you would take Steve Nash over Westbrook. And I look at Westbrook and I look at Iverson.
As soon as I sat down just now, you said, Dell, who would you take? Nash or CP? Y'all never said, Dell, who would you take, Nash or CP with Kevin Durant? Y'all didn't ask me that question. So now if you want to ask me that question again, who you taking, AI or CP with KD, I would say CP. That's not what y'all asked me. As a single individual player, who I would take.
I said in any situation, and I prefaced it with, yo, listen, you're about to go into a trap, Dale. I'm about to trap you. The trap is coming. And you ignored it. And now you're about to turn. You already turned it over. You turned the ball over. You lost all credibility with your Westbrook argument because you said you would take Steve Nash.
You're wrong. This is what you're wrong. I would take AI over Chris Paul 100% as a player. I'm taking AI.
How is the chat? How is the chat not calling Dale out right now? Like, am I the only one going crazy?
No, Dale, you're wrong. You asked me this, right? Who would you rather have in the fourth quarter? I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you the same question you asked me. Who are you gonna take in the fourth quarter? Allen Iverson or Chris Paul? Who?
Who would I take in the fourth quarter?
Yes.
Allen Iverson or Chris Paul? I'm taking AI.
Okay, why is that?
I'm good because I think AI is a better scorer than Russell Westbrook. I think he's more efficient at scoring the basketball.
Not Russell Westbrook, CP3.
He's at Chris
We're
Paul,
talking about
Chris Paul.
CP3.
No, but y'all not arguing Chris Paul. Y'all arguing Russ. Y'all arguing.
No.
We're arguing your logic.
Steve Nash and Russell Westbrook.
No,
it's the same exact thing.
It's not the same thing. This is y'all get confused in what y'all try to do and getting people confused. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. So this is what y'all try to do when I went outside and sit down. Let's ask Dell about CP and AI. Let's not bring up who's a better fit with a team. So when I came down, Shaq, it's recorded. Everything's recorded. It's going to be played. Shaq said, Dell, who are you taking, AI or CP? I'm taking AI. Oh, how now you're taking it? You didn't ask me who am I taking, who's a better fit. You didn't say none of those things. None of those things. Ask me the question that's going to get the answer to make it look like my logic or whatever I'm saying is wrong. Don't try to caught me in a trap that's not a trap. If
but
you ask Dell,
you told me you picking Steve Nash over Russell Westbrook.
Yes, I did tell you that.
Due to his play style and how he plays basketball,
with OKC, with OKC.
But I wasn't the original.
No,
question.
you just said. All right, now you're saying with
OKC.
Now you're saying you're picking the player. Which one is it? Is it you picking Steve Nash over Russell Westbrook? Period.
We just want to know. We just want to
know. Okay, now, so now we're not back with we're not talking about AI no more. So let's get this straight. Now for y'all I'm taking Nash over Russ. Any team y'all want to build around each player, I'm taking Nash over. And I'm taking AI over CP. As my player, I think it's a hood favorite. When I was younger, what AI means to me in basketball, I'm taking AI, no matter what's going on. Russ never gave me the AI feel. I'm sorry, he didn't. He maybe did for y'all, but he didn't for me. Forget what the numbers say. Russell Westbrook was never Allen Iverson. So forget what the numbers telling y'all. It was never Allen Iverson. So that's the answer. He was never to me. He was never AI.
I don't know. I feel like we bodied you right there. Not gonna lie.
Body me with
Pause.
What? With what?
I'm not doing
Body
this
me
again.
with what?
I want to ask Euro. Did Dale get bodied?
With what?
Did he get trapped? Did he fall into the trap?
I was reading the chat. Yeah, here's the thing, the chat. Exactly. I was reading the chat and everybody's pointing out how you keep setting people up or whatever. So
he did it yesterday. I was watching.
I know. I was very proud. Ever since I pointed that out, everybody's on Shaq's they be peeping you, Shaq.
I'm with you today.
All Shaq does is context, and he lets y'all fall into the trap of a context. I'm taking AI for what he was for me when I was younger over CP, and I'm taking Steve Nash as a basketball player over Russell Westbrook.
I'm taking AI over CP also.
And if you guys want to sit here and say, "Oh, it's a trap because I picked Steve Nash, I got to pick a same player,"
it's just weird because CP3, the way he plays right now, is a much better fit for any team than Allen Iverson.
There we go.
That's why this is weird to me. That's why this is so weird to me. That's why hairs are starting to include all the injuries, Euro. Let's keep the injuries. CP3 right now is playing better basketball than Allen. He fits any system better than Allen Iverson. Injuries included, career included.
Is he winning?
Is CP3 winning? He just left the finals.
You know what I mean by that. You know what okay. Did he win the finals?
Oh my God.
Did he win the finals, Shaq?
To the AI.
Now this is but AI lost in the finals. So what are we even talking about?
That's nasty.
That's cool.
That's nasty.
Cool.
That's really nasty.
So now they're even. So all that hooping, hollering, and all that Shaq just did.
But then what
trying
about
trying to say that CP3 is up here and Allen Iverson is not. If they are at the same level, then it's just preference now.
Yes, I do.
It's just preference now.
It's not no difference.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah, this is wild.
You guys are crazy. Y'all was
Shaq,
here.
I swear,
It's crazy to me. Like it's crazy because y'all sit here and pick a reason for Steve Nash. Be like, yeah, I favor this guy because he controls the pace. Is better fit. And it's better fit for all teams, right? Then when we when we mention AI's name and CP3's name, now it's a completely different narrative.
This is literally a preference argument. Nothing else. Literally
everything's perfect.
So what team? Euro. Right now, what team are you putting Allen Iverson on? This moment.
They did not hear when I said what Allen Iverson was to me when I grew up. The way I viewed AI.
I heard you.
That you didn't hear.
Of course, that's another A. All rings are A's. All rings are A's. It's another cop out. You were getting worked. You were getting worked out. You were getting worked out. Dub had you in a headlock.
Listen,
I was throwing water in your face for whatever reason. You were catching it.
Every day. Shaq, people that comes on the show every day. When you notice, Shaq comes on the show and he tries to throw these little things and how I'm gonna body down today. How I'm gonna prove to the chat that I'm gonna body Dell. I'm gonna point it out whenever I think I bodied him. But when you sit down and you listen, it makes no sense to me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The
Okay,
Nash,
all right.
the Nash, CP, Russ argument that you guys are giving here. It doesn't. And no one's lore, or it's not many people gonna be like, damn, I'm taking CP over, I'm taking AI. Many won't say it. Many will not say it. I'm sorry.
I'm picking AI.
Dub is Shaq Army now is what the chat is saying.
Dub,
Yes,
you're
sir.
picking.
Dub.
So we're having this argument, and Dub is arguing for CP, but he's still saying he will pick
Because you
AI.
should pick CP.
No, I
should
shouldn't.
pick CP.
Dub,
No,
we know
I
this.
shouldn't.
Let's move.
CP.
I want to hear from
No.
Natty. Giannis over D Wade.
No.
Del, you got bodied. I promise you, it's going down in history. Natty, Giannis over.
It's definitely not, and you're doing it again. And it got so bad that Shaq just got mad at the chat for saying,
Del,
why
no,
y'all saying
the
Del
chat-
getting bodied?
Bro, I need to put up a poll. Del, you're losing this show right now is what I'm trying to let you know. You're
Who am I
losing
losing
this
it to?
show right now.
To who?
You're losing. You had a strong
To
start,
who?
and now you're losing this show.
To who?
Natty,
To who?
Giannis
To
over
the host?
over D Wade.
I'm losing it to the host?
Okay.
Please tell me.
All right, Giannis over D Wade. I like it. I mean, D Wade has done much more than Giannis, so I'm not gonna take anything away from him. But if I just have to see those two players for who they are and take one, I want Giannis on my team over Dwayne Wade.
Del, since Giannis is a 3, Giannis over D Wade, you going for that or
I'm taking Giannis.
wait? Euro, who you got?
I got Giannis.
Del's starting to sweat. He feel it coming. Anytime I say wait for the rest of the show, Dale's going to think of everything that he said in the last 5 minutes because you know a trap is coming. But I'm not going to even do that right now. Dale,
Please do the trap. Please.
please.
Please. Because you do traps and you're putting your own fit in them. So before you ask War Machine, let's ask Dub. You got D Wade. You're a Miami Heat fan. War Machine.
Yeah, I go Giannis easily.
Now,
no.
set your
Dub, you
trap.
got,
Wait.
Dub, you got
No.
Giannis?
Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, my bad. I said yeah, no, I didn't mean that. I hate this question because I don't
Just answer it. Everybody, you listen, man. Everybody's in the line of fire with this one. Good job, Shaq.
I gotta roll with Giannis, man.
All right.
Right, now, Shaq, set your trap, please.
No, I was just joking. I know you're on pins and needles over there because you just caught.
No, I wasn't. No, you see, you weren't joking. You had something and it probably didn't make no sense when Dub even picking Giannis or whatever. Just say your trap. I just want to know what it was.
Did the CP3 and Allen Iverson one make sense?
No.
That one makes sense. So I didn't.
No.
So that didn't confuse you at all. You were on top of that one.
Confuse me? No, Shaq, I pointed it out to you.
Me and Doug were shooting bullets
Shaq.
at your ankles, and you were just
Shaq,
dancing,
wow.
and you got
I'm
shot a
not-
few
yeah,
times.
and then it went all the way to the point where you just sat here and said, "No, I'm just picking
Because he's
Allen
my
Iverson
favorite. Yeah,
just
like you
because
got it was nasty.
He's a hood favorite. What he meant to me, I was young. I was like, okay, this is
But
emotional.
what you guys are doing, if like I play basketball, Shaq play basketball. I'm gonna say that again. That's my second time saying the show. So Dub, you have to sit there and listen to this tape. You have not even this tape. Listen to what I'm saying.
hate this card. I hate this
It's
card.
not a card.
That's
It's not a
invalid.
card.
I-
It's not a card. It's just what I'm saying. So if you sit there, right? You guys are sitting there taking up stuff for me. If you're asking me about my favorite player, like not my favorite player, a player that I like, right? And you're saying, yo, AI over CP3. I was the one caping for CP3 before I left and got my Doritos. I love CP3 game. When you put him up against Allen Iverson, right? It has nothing to do with fit or what you're talking about. That's AI. I picked AI one time in the draft, and Shaq laughed at me.
I will
Like,
always
oh,
laugh
I
at you.
remember that.
Anybody who picks
Like,
Allen
laugh.
Iverson, because it's all
And you guys
nostalgia and
laugh.
it's feelings
Like-
over facts, and that's the
Oh,
nastiness.
okay,
Because
so
if I
if you
click
wanna
that
say-
War
so-
Machine button and he gives us a breakdown on Allen Iverson's career, it's not going to be friendly to the
Click it.
to the people.
wanna
I don't
hear
want
it.
to.
I'm
He
trying to hear
already-
that.
Click it. I want to hear it.
No, because
I
all
wanna
you're gonna
see
do,
it.
you're just gonna fall back on. When I was a kid, he made me feel good, and that's nasty. What can we do against that?
No, it's not about what you could do against that because at the grand scheme of things, this is why I don't bring up numbers, I don't bring up stats, I don't do all this, because then it gets nasty. It makes me feel like I have to. But when I look at it as a basketball player, as their impact, I feel Allen Iverson's impact on the Sixers
Don't
was
do this right
felt
now.
the same as many
As what?
teams CP was on. That's a bad take?
Mars,
I mean, all right.
Mars, what you got?
That's super fair.
I mean, AI was barely a league average efficiency scorer, and
we have to take that into consideration. You can't overlook that.
Game, and he's around average at best. I think that's something that has to be considered because he wasn't great defensively. He could get in passing lanes, but he wasn't CP. And then obviously as a playmaker, it's not close. So if the only gap is scoring and AI was average at best and CP was above average efficiency.
I mean, he went pretty far for being average.
This is what.
Hey, yeah, he went far in one run.
He went one run.
He never made it past the second round.
Hell of a round that he. Hats off.
And
Reggie Miller also went to the finals.
Let's also consider. Look at all the pieces that Chris Paul had.
And
look at all the pieces Allen Iverson had.
I don't want to. What pieces? Let's build the teams. What team are you building around Allen Iverson?
Has AI ever played with a James Harden?
You're gonna need CP3.
AI couldn't play with a James Harden. That's the point.
I don't think AI has ever even played with a guy like David West.
If AI could play with Melo,
exactly.
He averaged
30 points with Melo. AI averaged 30 with Melo on Denver, and people don't even think about
what happened.
Don't listen. Don't go to the what happened now, Shaq. You're doing it. We're not doing that. We're not going to the what happens because we're not talking about the playoff run.
My bad.
30 with Carmelo Anthony on Denver. That's even after all this stuff. Like, so you could say it might have been more than 30 to be honest. You could say what you want. He averaged 30 with Melo.
I see 26 on Denver. 26?
26 is as high as he averaged on Denver. Okay, he averaged 26 on Denver.
Not the same. Not quite the same. I've seen. Look at Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, but I don't see any praises for. I just had to throw that out there.
You're not seeing praises. People thinking one of them might be an MVP. You're not talking about.
No, for my good friend Zach.
No one.
I don't see. So I want to hear the same praise that you're giving AI for Zach LaVine right now. Come on, let's do it.
And he averaged 24 in the playoffs for Denver. On again below average efficiency.
I have no reason I'm getting this off.
What was his field goal percentage?
You got 43 from the field and 21 from free.
Yeah, he don't even. I didn't even want you to tell me threes. I know threes was gross. I know threes would have been gross.
I didn't know it was 21. That's tough.
Yeah, I know threes was gross.
He took about 3 a game and made less than 1.
I know threes was gross. Threes was gross. So I don't get the AI quote unquote slander that we're getting now, and it's all based on numbers.
Same slander that you give Westbrook.
It's not slander. I
don't slander Russ, Shaq. This is the problem.
We didn't slander. We're not slandering Allen Iverson. We're just telling the truth, and it sounds like slander because it's the truth.
What is the truth? What is the truth? Why is it argument AI versus CP? Like
there is no argument. CP3 should be better all time than Allen Iverson, in my opinion, because you guys glorified. But I mean, with you guys' angle, then I guess Carmelo's up there in the top 30, and okay, I respect that.
And then when I picked Giannis, this is why we're here again. You had something to say. You didn't say it. I still want that. I want that smoke.
I don't want. I had nothing to say. I just wanted.
Shaq, is Chris Paul empty stats?
Not last season. I've never said a guy that made it to the finals and was playing efficiency. I always gave them credit. You made it to the finals and you lost. That is not empty stats. But if you fall short, yes, and so is all the rest of the guys too. Allen Iverson as well.
Are you guys really trying to stop? Are you guys really trying to?
Let me ask you a question, Dub. Not for nothing. Why would you go get little man and then tell him stop? What do you think a kid gonna do?
I didn't think he was gonna be yelling like that.
Seriously though.
I didn't think he was gonna be yelling like that.
Oh, all right.
There'll be daycare.
But you guys are really trying to crucify this man Allen Iverson for efficiency, right? And I definitely told you guys for the offensive load of that team on the Sixers, he was literally the only scoring option.
The same thing happened in Denver.
And same thing. He was like a 45 or like 43% shooter at that time. That's what he was.
When you're only taking twos, 45% isn't
twos. Great. Oh, so now we're changing it up. Let me tell you what happened.
That's just how it is. That's how it works. What do you mean?
No. Let me tell you what happened.
War Machine, stop slandering this man.
No. What's harder to score on, a set defense or a defense that's not set?
A set defense.
Okay, so the pace of play during that 2000s run, right? You know the pace was extremely.
Yeah, but I'm not comparing.
So that means that
Dub, I hate the YouTube video you watched for this info. I hate. Who was it? So I can block them from my channel.
This has always been in my mind. I've always told you guys this.
Where did you see this statistic?
It was always harder to score in that era, and you guys crucify these players for not shooting the
No,
high
no,
clips
but
when
what
that
you're not,
wasn't the game that was being played at that time.
but what you're not getting is I'm not saying AI is inefficient compared to players today, because I mean he is, but that's
But you
not what I'm
guys
saying.
you're calling him inefficient.
He
You
was
call him
inefficient.
average.
Yeah, he was average relative.
went
to
against the rest of the
2000s. It's not,
league.
it's not. Yeah, compared to the league, he was average in terms of
Okay,
efficiency.
and guess what?
The
As soon
same
as
people
he
playing against his
went to a team where he had another offensive option, his percentages went up. Wanna know why? Because they had to respect other guys on the court. The Sixers, it was literally AI doing everything on offense. Everything. If he's not shooting,
comparing him to the rest of the league, Dub.
I don't want to be. I don't want to prove you wrong, but he went to Denver and he was still below league average.
I can't.
Didn't the percentages go up?
He's talking
Yeah,
about
they
it's
went
not
up.
about being
Why are we talking about AI at Denver like he was AI of?
Because that's
the
what.
Sixers?
No,
but he was kind of still prime-ish.
But I
Kind
think
of.
the point he was trying to say that he went up for his liking, not compared to league
Yeah,
average.
he went from
Okay.
less. He went from further below league average.
Oh,
to
more
less below
fillings.
league average.
No,
What?
no, it's not
That's
about
feelings.
feelings.
What was
And the
Kobe's
fact-
average? What was
No,
Kobe's average?
like hold on.
Was, Kobe
This
was
is why
slightly
I
above league average.
This is why I hate
About
when
2 or
y'all do this
3%.
numbers game. Because by this number game, how many
This numbers game
how
is
many
bad.
players are really good to y'all? Like how many players are good? This is why Shaq's
Listen to what you're
LeBron eye
saying.
test is the craziest thing to me.
Listen to
I
what
think
you're
that's-
saying.
I think AI was. I think
Okay.
AI was great. I just don't.
Yeah,
think
he was. It was a little bit.
You don't think he was what?
I just
a
don't
little
think he was
tad bit.
CP3. I think CP3.
Why
was
not?
better.
Why
Because
not?
I think CP
Because the
was,
number says CP3 is better, right?
Well, not really. The numbers would say AI was better. He averaged about 20, 26.
No.
and 7.
The above average numbers and the points and the ones you just gave. Because clearly they didn't make him better, or you wouldn't give him in the way you gave him to AI. So that's why you're like,
AI was less efficient than CP.
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's
So
not-
the
that's not
efficiency
why
numbers prove.
But I don't think AI is I don't think CP is a better scorer than AI. So that's just me.
No,
talking
not
about-
that. Do you think CP could have taken that Philly team to the finals?
Probably not. But I don't value personally. I don't think floor raising means a lot to me.
I
in terms
think
of
last year
bringing
Prime
bad-
CD
making
with
bad
Devin
teams
Booker
good.
somehow find a way to be good, to be very good.
Of course they will. Natty, Jokic over Dirk.
Thank you. Oh my God, what are we doing?
Yeah,
here?
I'm taking Jokic over Dirk. I just think what Dirk did was great.
Look at
but
Dale. Look at Dale. Look at Dale.
the game just evolved. I know Dell hates Jokic. It's
Oh,
cool.
hey Jokic, I'm taking Dirk, and at the end, ask me why. I'm chewing my chips.
Look, I'd rather take Jokic because I just think he's a better interior scorer. And obviously, perimeter, you're taking Dirk, but Jokic can also do that. So
Yo,
I
I
think
swear to
Jokic-
God, right now, Natty, right now, as Dirk in his prime versus Jokic right now, I'm taking Jokic 1 million out of 1 million times, and it's not even close. I'm taking him a bajillion out of a bajillion times. You're about to get up here and say, Dirk had a 1 foot step back. It was nice. It was sweet. But this is feelings once again. Jokic is one of the most efficient players ever to dribble basketball. And he proves
Wait,
it.
so
Eye
you really
test.
you really think it's not close?
You can know it's not like just he runs away, but I'm taking Jokic. If you ask me 10
don't-
different times, I'm saying Jokic every time.
Yeah, I got Jokic as well. I just think
Mark,
not
if
close.
it's close up, if it's close or not, one's better than the other.
Yeah, I got Jokic as well. I just think close, not close was a bit of a reach personally. I think Dirk has a case.
Dirk's cool.
He has a case, but it's getting thrown out. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna read it.
guys-
We're gonna be like, okay,
Yeah,
and then we're gonna
it's
throw the whole dossier. Is that what they call it?
Yo, you guys are so
I've never
nasty.
heard
You guys
dossier.
are so nasty.
Dell's about to get off.
Y'all ready? Oh, wait, all you guys are picking Joker?
I don't know what Euro is picking.
Oh,
Who?
Dirk
Joker
or
over?
Jokic. Yeah.
You know, I can't give a straight answer.
Dell, why do you
me.
act like this is just so crazy?
yeah.
I'm with
All right, I'm
Mars.
going to pick
I'm
up the
with Mars.
dossier. Explain to me. Explain to me. Right, I'm picking up the dossier. Explain
Okay,
to me. I'm
Zach.
looking at the case. Convince me.
Euro's fine. You don't have to pick because I get it. German, it's tough. I got
No. Listen. Nah. And here's the thing, dog. I'm
going
listen.
Dirk 100%.
Listen, Del. Like I got love, but like I think you kind of getting it twisted about like me being from over there. Like I feel like you be trying to peg me as a European guy, like super German, all this other shit.
He had me convinced.
Listen,
He had
I
me
have
convinced you were.
I have no patriotic obligations or feelings for Dirk or anybody else.
I don't even know what peg means. So
see, this
not
is
trying
not.
to make
He's
me
trying to
out
say
to
you
be.
got that from Europe. Dale's nasty.
Like,
The way Dale
listen,
speaks.
I don't care about Dirk. You know what I mean? Like that. For real. I don't care about no German player like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know none of them. I mean, that's a lie.
For you, I care about Dirk like that.
Here's the thing. To me, Dirk is what Dirk is. You know what I'm saying? Like he's dope, but I feel like the championship run was, I mean, I hate to say that because that's really, really nasty, but is that a one-off?
Yeah, it was like Allen Iverson's finals run. Better than that though.
But this is the thing with
starting to see a
you
trend.
guys. So
nostalgia over stats.
Okay, so Shaq, that's my problem with you. And now it's including War Machine and this new guy that looks like the son from How to Get Away with Murder. I don't know his name yet.
Yo, Wes.
And you look like Wes. That's exactly who I'm talking about. So
good show.
So, that was a great show.
That was a good show.
Right, and someone called you that before. Clearly, you knew who I was talking about.
I've watched it multiple times. So
right, like, and you're like, "That's me." But look,
you like that comparison, Natty. That's and that's fine.
Stop. But when you guys say Jokic is better, right? Are you guys just basing it on the stats, like Jokic 28, 15, 8 dimes?
When I look at Jokic,
I don't know what other guys.
I look at Embiid. I'm taking Embiid over Dirk. I'm looking at Giannis. I'm taking Giannis over Dirk. I mean, it's just. I mean, the list goes. I'm taking Kevin Durant over Dirk. I'm taking.
Me too.
I mean, these.
Okay, I could Giannis possibly.
I'm not sure about Embiid.
Embiid.
I mean, Embiid is not proven to me yet.
Embiid.
That's weird
Embiid
because you take
Joker,
exactly. Okay,
yeah,
okay. So
exactly.
that's not weird. Okay, you're saying
don't try to dig.
okay, there was no trap coming. My bad. All right.
Yeah, it was, but
hold off the dogs. No.
Right. Okay. But listen. So with the Joker take, it's like I don't understand. In one instance, is Shaq. But when I say these things, it's mainly the Shaq and the guys who follow. You're going after winning. You're going after championship. You're going after these stuff. You're going after empty stats, right? And then in that other instance, right now, you're picking Jokic just based on his numbers.
Who do I want to build a team around? The slate is empty. I don't care about Dirk's one-off that Euro so elegantly brought up. It was a one-off. Let's call it what it was. It was a one-off. It was a hell of a one-off. He did what he was supposed to do. No knock to that.
One-off of all time.
That was like amazing to watch, and it was against my guy. I understand that. But when Dirk, I'm sorry. What besides shooting and scoring? What does Dirk bring to the table?
That's what I was gonna say. Like better than Jokic. And
yeah, Jokic brings more.
And Jokic.
What if that? But this is okay. Let's.
Like I'm saying, I'm saying Jokic because I believe that Jokic could have at the very least a one-off like Dirk. Now, if he doesn't, then I'm
happy you brought that up. I'm happy you brought that up.
It's just weird to me. Okay, yep.
If you pluck Jokic to Dirk in 2011, they're not winning.
Based off of,
I don't think they're winning. And if you pluck
you're comparing a young Jokic
into Denver now. Where are they in the West right now?
They're like,
it will be worse.
They'll be the same to me. They'll be the same.
Dirk was not on the level of playmaking.
They need that playmaker.
This is a weird take. I feel weird. I feel weird.
This is what's confusing to me. They need that playmaking. That's what, like, when you don't have something else elevates for someone else. Like, y'all act like no one's gonna have Y'all act like no one else is gonna get dimes. When Jokic don't play, someone else is walking around with 6 or 7 dimes. Like, stop doing that.
But it's
like,
not just about it's not just about the assists. It's about what he creates.
But Dirk's impact is gonna create those same opportunities.
The year that
Dirk couldn't capitalize.
Yeah,
but his impact being on the court is gonna create assists for someone else to make.
For sure,
and that's all I'm saying. The game's changed. It's not gonna be just because Joker's not on the court to get those 8 dimes that it's not going to still be there. Something else will open up. Like this, y'all just looking at the numbers in plain sight, and being on the court proves that's not the case. It's like a revolving door. Like something else is going to happen. That's why I bring up, I play basketball. I've been in instances where you lose someone else and
somebody steps up.
Yeah. Next man up.
But I'm not, I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm not looking at the numbers. I'm looking at how Dirk played. And one thing that
Dirk wasn't a ball stopper. Dirk wasn't this. Dirk wasn't like Dirk is
No.
I never said he was, but there was one thing I don't know if people would agree with me. But one thing I noticed, I've looked at Dirk a lot because I respect him. I think he's one of the maybe 5 or 6 greatest scorers ever. But when you sent a double at Dirk, he couldn't pick it apart the way Jokic can. So
okay, but that's fine.
Yeah, but look where he operates out of. Jokic operates out of more positions on the court, and Dirk is usually top of the key, like but like short corner and all that.
Dell said swapping Jokic and Dirk, which
means I'm not saying Dirk would become that playmaker. I'm not saying Dirk could never be the playmaker Jokic is, but other stuff will be created. Like and you guys are negating. Now Shaq want to swap everything clean when you go here and you go there. Dirk, like y'all keep calling this one off. What Dirk did was so different. I don't care about it being a one off to y'all. That playoff run to
I said it was fire. We never took any credit from it. But it's an A ring just like the rest of them. So let's move along. It wasn't that nuts. It was an A ring. A ring is a ring. A ring is a ring. I don't care how it happened, how we got there. A ring is a ring.
Shaq, don't get mad that you messed up your own topic yesterday. Please.
I didn't. A ring is a ring.
Don't get mad that you didn't say, are rings more difficult one to another? That should have been your question.
I heard your argument. I loved it, but I'm still throwing the dossier. It's still getting tossed. But I respect the case that you made. Him and Steve Nash, him and Jason Kidd, they would tear the town up. But Jokic doesn't get anybody else.
Jokic what?
Just Dirk gets somebody.
For that stat with the Allen Iverson and Kobe thing, the league average for Denver, it was at 45%. AI shot 45%.
What are you looking at?
And Kobe Bryant, yes. Kobe Bryant was at 45% as well, next to
I was using effective field goal percentage, but if you want to use field goal percentage, that's cool. I just think it's not a great representation.
It's the same. One and the same. It's one and the same.
Well, it's not because it values the difference between twos and threes. It's not the same.
It's one and the same, bro.
You can call it the same. You can call it the same, but it's not. No matter how many times you say it's the same.
No.
It's like right now, Steph Curry's field goal percentage is low, but if you look at his
effective field goal percentage is still high.
Because most of his shots are
effective field goal. See, I hate all of these advanced stats. All these advanced
stats.
Advanced. It complicates everything.
It just separates.
Just do this. Just
a 2 is worth 1, a 3 is worth 1.5.
See how they affect the game.
That's literally
how they affect the game for the stuff. Stop looking at all these. I hate all these.
It's not advanced.
Dub, you see it. Dub.
I hate it. It's annoying. It's annoying because these are the same people that will sit here and try to tell me that LeBron is a crazy efficient scorer. When LeBron, for the majority of his time, he's taking layups and dunks. He shoots 70%. Are efficient. 70%.
That's the most efficient shot on the floor.
Exactly. But exactly.
But then, are you going to hold that against him? Somebody stop him from getting to the basket then.
But then when we're talking about big men, right? That means every big man in NBA history is more efficient.
Dirk's one.
Than every perimeter player because their efficiency is higher. I don't care about efficiency. It's a stupid stat. It doesn't go away.
You're proving
nasty. You are nasty, Dub. Dub, you are nasty.
I think
you're proving Mars's point because effective field goal percentage would show why LeBron's field goal percentage is high. It separates 2s and 3s, so you could tell, okay, this is why his field goal percentage is high because the majority are 2s. So it's separating them so you can actually have that perspective.
It gives perimeter scorers a chance to match up with efficiency. That's exactly what it does.
So this is Dub. Right? Wait, you talking about the 2s or
Dirk's one?
Effective field goal percentage. I'll break it down as simply as I can. A 2 is 1. A 3 is 1.5 as equivalent.
Oh, so a 3. So Aeon's not a great 3-point shooter, bro.
What it does is if someone that's why people, the analytics people say long 2s are bad shots nowadays because they're not worth as much.
Well, guess what? That's what Allen Iverson and Kobe, that was what they were doing back in that day.
And that's why what they was doing. Efficient. And that's why they weren't efficient.
So listen, if Allen Iverson's in the same stratosphere as Kobe Bryant, I can live with that. I can live with
He's
that.
not, but it's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know what you're talking about. I gotta be honest.
I'm lost.
I don't even know. This shit's confusing the hell out of me.
Dub.
Why do you have these strong opinions if you don't know what's going on?
No, this whole efficiency thing is
that
just
efficiency
what?
it's OD confusing. Why are you?
It's not that confusing. It's like
annoying.
Dub. It's like
bro.
walking into the cafeteria, Dub. You see a spork on your plate, and you look around like, who's putting all this fancy silverware? Right? It's literally. It's so cut and dry to what it is. It's not advanced. It's not advanced silverware, Dub. It's just a spork.
I don't feel a reason to sit here and look for things like that at all. Honestly, I don't. Because guess what? Those long twos that you was talking about, those long twos for Kobe Bryant came to 3 straight finals and 2 back-to-back championships.
Who said Kobe's not
those
great?
advanced people said they led to championships. It doesn't matter.
But no one said Kobe was a bad scorer. No one said that.
I said Iverson was a low average scorer.
I said he was below the average efficiency.
Yeah, you said he's a below average scorer. If that's what I have to go,
That's why he never won. That's just why he never won. Look at the results of the. Look at the results of his teams. No. Look at the results of his team. Look at the result. Look at the results of his team. Look at the results of his team. Okay, so whatever you want to call it, nostalgia, the feeling, it was amazing. I loved it. I watched it. I loved it. Winning there. Hey, gentlemen, sleep with LA, but not this.
Why didn't the above average, the great playmaker Chris Paul win yet? Because of what?
How could you bring up Chris Paul in this argument? We just said we're taking Chris Paul over AI in any situation. That's all that I'm saying.
Y'all said that.
I know. We did say that. We did. We're consistent.
I don't think said that.
I never
Consistent
said that.
in what?
I didn't. No,
so why are you bringing up him not making it to the finals or never winning when the player you'll take over never won either?
Wait, Dub.
Doing everything
Dale,
that you're saying that
no.
you want
When
AI
what are you guys talking about right now? If I had to choose between CP3 and AI, I'm choosing CP3. The argument stops there. That's all that I said. Nobody said anything about the nuances and all of this whippity woo woo and hippity hoo hoo. Euro said that CP3 always gets injured. If CP3 didn't get injured,
when you get into a hippity bag.
If CP3 doesn't get injured, then I don't know. Maybe we see more rings, just like the situation in Brooklyn. Maybe we see last year. All right, let's
That wasn't injury. That was chemistry. Injury was part of it, but come on now.
Dale, can we become friends again? Because we're getting into like a bad part of the episode that you don't like, and I know, but like it's a bad segment for you coming up, and I don't know how you're gonna feel about it because we have to rank the all-time rosters.
What did y'all say? What did I say at least like 30 minutes ago? Shaq sit at his computer, foreign's yelling, maybe crawling, making noise. He's like, how am I going to dominate Dell on today's show? Fast forward 20 minutes later, he goes, Dell, can we be friends? It's getting to the bad part. It's another segment that he already predicted that I'm going to be mad at.
No, you're going to be mad because it's kind of tearish. It has nothing to do with anybody, but it's kind of tearish. But I just want to run through it. So because it's the name of the YouTube title, so I want to switch over to that really fast, and I'm gonna go in order, same way as we've been doing, and I'm gonna start with I'll start with Dale. I'll start with you, and we're doing all time. I'm gonna go Dale, Euro, Natty, Dub, War Machine, and then we're just gonna quickly go through this bracket. So LA Clippers versus the Indiana Pacers all time, and if you need a breakdown of the teams, I'm here.
I can't see the team, but LA Clippers versus the Pacers.
Kawhi, PG, Chris Paul, Blake.
Wait, is there a specific team that you have in front of you, or can we build our own?
It's like it's the 2K team, right?
I mean,
I think it's like
don't
a
be too
2K
nasty.
all-time
That's
roster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just don't be too nasty. We know who played for who.
Pacers.
I mean, you got Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest, Reggie Miller, Jalen Rose.
I mean, that's not a debate for the Lakers versus Pacers.
It's Clippers, Pacers.
Clippers, my bad.
So who you got?
Damn.
Well, it's on Dale.
I'm gonna go Clippers.
I don't hate that. Raptors versus the Mavericks all time.
Wait. I thought we was. Oh, we're not all
Euro.
picking one.
Yeah, this is on Euro.
Raptors versus who?
Yeah, we're going one by one. Raptors versus Mavs.
Oh, okay. I see it.
I'm gonna go Mavs.
Abs all time over the Raptors. Okay.
They got
Magic.
I mean, that's an older franchise.
Nash, J-Kid, Dirk. Yeah, I see it.
Magic
Michael
versus the
Finley.
Kings.
Magic. I shouldn't have to explain that. I think it's pretty simple.
With Dwight Howard,
Dwight Howard
And Shaq,
You got
Penny.
young Shaq,
Grant
Penny,
Hill.
Tracy.
T-Mac.
3D, Nick Anderson.
That's gonna
Yes.
get.
Yeah.
That's gonna get a little
That's a
nasty.
deep squad for sure.
It's pretty solid role players though.
Shaq and Dwight would be crazy.
Rockets
Imagine.
Warriors.
Damn, man.
Mm.
Oh my God. Because I'm thinking about the big man and like big man is world champion. It's like Hakeem's gonna kill him.
Most definitely.
So I'm like, that's the thing for me. And I'm like, well, I think
Just start JaVale McGee and say, "Will." Just start JaVale
No,
McGee.
Can we hear the
Exactly,
all-time?
exactly.
Can we hear the starting five versus the other starting five?
Yeah, I need to hear that.
Steph, Clay, KD, Wilt, Rick
Draymond.
Barry versus
Is KD in there?
James Harden.
I
He's
had,
gotta
like,
be.
I like Rick Barry. I forgot.
Yeah.
I saw it earlier.
You
So we got
Tim Hardaway, you
Hakeem,
Chris Webber, you
Moses
got
Malone.
Latrell
Chris
Sprewell.
Mullin. Chris Mullin's in
But hold
there.
on, we got
Chris Webb-
Hakeem, Moses Malone, Yao, James Harden, T-Mac, Clyde Drexler, James Harden,
Charles
I mean,
Barkley.
Charles Barkley. I mean, Chris Paul,
Robert
DB
Horry.
franchise.
It's just I don't want to go up against Steph and KD. Like it's a little bit nasty me picking the Rockets when you got Steph and KD, so it's hard.
Just
But
go.
it's like I don't
Just
see
go.
big men. I'll stick
Just
with the
go.
Rockets. I'm gonna go with the Rockets.
I got Warriors in that one so easily.
War Machine. Tell me what you got with the Celtics and Wizards all time.
Well, unless the Wizards have actual Wizards, I have the Celtics.
We got to do.
Yeah, lying that way.
Detroit, LA. That's on me. I'm gonna go LA. All right, Dell, it's on you. Spurs, Cavs. Spurs versus the Cavs. The
That's
good old
tough.
Cavaliers, all-time players, all time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that tough.
That's not hard.
Well, you got Braun, you got Kyrie, then you got Duncan and his boys, and then all time. I'll go Duncan.
Yes, Ilgauskas, K-Love,
Mark Press.
Terrell
Kawhi Leonard.
Brandon.
Terrell Brandon. Wow.
You know,
Euro,
Craig Elo.
Suns,
what's up?
Jazz.
I don't remember any of the roster of the New Orleans Jazz, so I can't really make a good
Well, when
decision on this.
Didn't they have Pete Maravich? That's the only one I would
Yeah.
know.
you got Steve Nash, Dennis Johnson,
I'll go Suns because I think even the '90s Suns were kind of crazy with KJ and
Jason, yeah.
and
And Marley
Charles
and the
Barkley
boys?
Yeah, and Danny Ainge. So I'm gonna have to go Suns.
Natty, Clippers, Mavericks.
This one's tough. I think Mavericks just have better pieces, but the Clippers' talent is just off the charts. I might have to take the Clippers.
Dub,
I mean, no. Yeah, Clippers.
Dub, Magic, Rockets. Here you are again with your Rockets team.
No, the Rockets team is fire, bro.
I'm with you.
Shouldn't have made it out the first round.
Shit for real.
Bro, you're not gonna say CP3 and James Harden took Steph, Clay, KD, and Draymond to Game 7. You added
Yeah, that's
Hakeem
crazy.
Olajuwon. You added Hakeem Olajuwon, T-Mac, and the boys. Like, stop it. But
Zach, do you have a bracket built out?
Yeah, it's already built out. This is just the one
nice.
side, then we got the other side. Yeah.
Nice. I like
just
this.
sent you.
I'll stick with the Rockets.
Rockets over Magic.
Hakeem and Yao and who else?
Oh,
They
yeah,
had Rob Sampson.
you don't like Shaq in it, yeah.
Nah, I like Hakeem. And then I see CP3 and James Harden. I think those are the better perimeter players on that team. So, and T-Mac's there.
War Machine. Boston versus the Lakers.
Damn.
Jesus. It's gotta be LA.
Yeah, they got him beat by 1. Right?
Yeah, they do.
I got Spurs. Spurs. Okay. That puts it on Dale. Clippers, Rockets.
Rockets.
Euro. Lakers, Spurs.
Lakers.
Tough one.
Natty. Rockets, Lakers.
Lakers.
Like Dub's argument, but all right. Dub. The all-time Nuggets versus the all-time Bucks.
Oh my God.
Hmm?
Got Melo.
David Thompson.
Your guy Allen Iverson.
Mutombo.
This guy's a joke.
Jokic.
And then the Bucks. You got Kareem, Giannis.
Moncrief.
Did what's his name? Did
Got
Michael
Kareem,
Ray.
Oscar, Big O, Sidney,
Michael
Moncrief.
Ray
Big O,
Allen.
yeah.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Good. Chris Middleton. I mean, why not?
Why not?
Bobby
I mean,
Portis.
we did mention
Bobby
decent
Portis.
role players though.
Bobby's a good
God.
role player on this team.
Nah, for real. Drew Holiday got to be on there. I think Drew's better than Middleton.
And Robinson too.
Oh.
That's tough.
I'll stick. I like the Bucks defense. I'll stick with the Bucks.
War Machine.
Did you say Glenn Robinson?
Yeah. Hornets. Heat.
Who's this on?
Yeah, this is on you. Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, Miami.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Charlotte
Zoe,
got
Larry.
Kemba. No, I'm just
Man,
saying.
you got LeBron and D Wade and Shaq, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Like
Tim
Mars
Hardaway.
was just kind of like, shot it like he was shooting up a shotgun. Like, yeah, there's no even, like without thinking.
Nah, I respect the Hornets. I just think if you're looking at the Heat, 2 top 10
Alonzo Mourning.
players.
All right, I'm with you.
Stacked
Hornets.
to the max.
I mean, 76ers or OKC. I'm going to choose the Sixers.
Does OKC include Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, that's tough though.
Still got Embiid and James Harden. And Allen Iverson.
James
Harden.
James and AI. Wow, that's
Isn't
nice.
James Harden
Dikembe
was on
Mutombo.
OKC as well?
You said what?
James Harden was on OKC as well.
Yeah, he was. You want Gary Payton, James Harden, Sean Kemp,
KD.
KD, Russell Westbrook.
Serge.
I think it's
Reggie
debatable.
Jackson.
Team guys.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Hold on. Who does the 76ers have? I may have jumped the gun on that.
They have Dr.
Dr.
J, Moses
J,
Malone,
Embiid.
Joel, AI,
Onyx also had
Barkley.
what's his name?
Barkley,
Rashard Lewis. He was kind of nice.
Rashard
I
Lewis.
feel like that's a toss up.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it could go either
that's
way.
a toss. Dale, Hawks, Trailblazers.
Blazers.
Euro, Nets, Knicks.
Knicks.
Natty, Hornets, Bulls.
Bulls.
Dub, Timberwolves, Memphis Grizzlies.
Only people from Memphis I'm thinking about is like Mike Conley and Zebo, Marcus Gasol.
I think KG wins this single-handedly.
You think KG,
gotta-
but then he's next to Karl Anthony Towns. That's bad. That's bad business.
Stop it. Stop it.
We're not
That's
doing this.
bad
We're not
business.
doing this.
That's
Crazy.
bad
You're gonna
business.
turn him into a loser.
I think he may.
But they got Jimmy Butler there to make them
Didn't
winners.
Stephon Marbury play for the Timberwolves as well?
Yeah, that's who drafted him.
Memphis got Ja. Rudy Gay.
Nah, I'm gonna stick with Memphis.
Taking Memphis over Minnesota.
That's gotta be because
That defense is
wild.
Defense is crazy, bro.
That's gotta be because you hate
John Morant's the best player on the Grizzlies team.
What other perimeter players does the Timberwolves have?
It's already happened. War Machine, Bucks, Heat.
Yeah.
Kareem, Giannis, Ray Allen, Big
Dog Glenn Rob.
Glenn Robinson. LeBron, D Wade, Shaq, Tim Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning. This one's tough. I'll go with the Heat.
I got Sixers, Trailblazers. I gotta stick with. Who else for Portland? I really like Brandon Roy.
Got Dame, Bill Walton.
Knicks, Bulls. Knicks, Bulls.
Gotta go, Mike.
I mean, the Bulls aren't really that deep all time.
Yeah, I know, but they got Mike.
How are they not though? They
got guys.
They got Mike. Like Dale said, they got Mike. You know what I'm saying? But like,
they got Mike, Scotty,
D-Rose.
Like, who were they before the '90s?
DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. I'm taking them in this.
Yeah, honestly, I'm picking just because of Mike.
Yeah, that's cool. Man, you're not gonna hear me argue against that.
At least
I mean, the Knicks is kind of nasty. Let's see, Bulls, Heat, 76ers. Euro.
I'll take the Heat.
Bulls. Bulls, Grizzlies, Natty.
Come on now, Chicago.
Dub. Dub. Heat or the Bulls all time.
LeBron or MJ? LeBron or MJ?
We know what he's picking.
The only chance that, of course, the only.
This is so sad. I'm mad as hell. You just did this, bro.
Pick one to hate.
You got my team, and then you got one of the guys I love, and then also one of the guys I really don't like that.
Jack.
I'm gonna stay with Miami, man.
So what you're saying is LeBron's the GOAT. That's what I heard.
Get out my face, bro. You better get out of here.
Lakers or the Heat? War Machine.
Yeah, Lakers.
I really like
Lakers
that Heat team.
Lakers were probably always gonna win this.
Yeah.
That's a good one though. Heater. That'd be
I feel like the Heat.
Two of the Heat's best players, the Lakers have also had.
Yeah.
And it's just like, where'd you go from there?
Thanks.
Dylan, you happy that's over?
Thank you.
All right, we're getting back into some action. Second half of the show. We got some true or falses, and anybody can give their input. 76ers, I believe, are 5-1. Last 6 games. Have the Sixers already proven they're the favorites to come out of the East?
Can I answer first? Who just beat them?
Oh my God! Oh my
God! James Harden didn't play, I swear.
Yeah, he didn't even play.
I don't care. Who just beat them?
I mean, they had three defenders on Joel Embiid.
There we go, man. There we go. That's it.
So the Heat are the favorites in the East.
You already know, man.
That's nasty, though.
So when they lose, when they get zapped,
the only team that scares me, the only team that really scares me is the Nets, honestly.
I don't understand
you're not scared
why.
of Milwaukee.
I don't know how that makes sense. There should be more teams that scare you.
Bro, like, come on, bro. Like, let's clarify something. Chris Middleton last year had a crazy playoff run, right? Right now, Right? No, he wasn't.
It
all that.
was it was
It
below
was-
league
it was-
average towards.
Yeah, it was up and down. 40 here, 15 there.
He was inconsistent.
There was
Yeah.
people debating.
All right,
really
so if you go 40, right, then 15 between 2 games, what are those averages?
About 27 and a half.
That's
All
yeah.
right.
Oh god.
I mean, all the Jimmy stats are down, Dub. So what are we talking about?
I'm just saying the reason I brought that up because Chris Middleton right now, I'm not seeing that same caliber of a player right now. So it's like if he's not saying that same caliber of player, I don't see the Bucks being able to win.
But Drew's better than he was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Portis has taken a step.
He
They
did.
have,
Bobby
but
Portis has been
He
playing well.
has.
That's
He's
a
been
fact.
playing well.
Bucket.
That's true. But I
Giannis
just, I
is going
still,
better.
Giannis, even last year, Giannis struggled against us. He only had one 30-point game. I just
He
looked that
didn't
up
need to.
yesterday.
You guys.
I'm
they
actually
won
more
by like
scared of the
20.
Bucks this year than last year.
So, man.
I'm scared of them. I might be slightly more just because of Bobby Portis, but again, they need Chris Middleton to be that caliber of a player, and I don't think he will be.
I do think Bam is the best defender for Giannis in the league, though. I'll give him that.
Hell yeah, man! What?
I wasn't seeing what
Yo.
Shaq was saying when he said trade Chris Middleton, but like the past few weeks I've been seeing it more. I'm just like, all right, makes sense.
I'm telling
Yo,
you, I
Dub,
don't know.
Dub, did the Heat get
Dale,
better?
another great take. Yes, I did. Thank you.
Did the
Wait,
Heat
why
get better
trade
from
Chris,
last
though?
year to
For
this
who?
year?
For like who would you trying to get back?
Anybody because the stock is high. That's what I
Yeah.
said. You it's going to be
Oh,
hard
okay.
to emulate. If you can go get a Damian Lillard for Chris Middleton because Dame doesn't want to be there, then why wouldn't you do that?
Oh, of course they would do that.
Or
though.
James Harden. Well, James and Giannis don't like each other.
But yeah, I think the Heat is extremely better than they were last year. I think I told y'all, bro. Like last year, I didn't like. It was just we was going through it last year, bro. Like it just wasn't our year.
You
I
guys
think
are-
it's
you
because
guys are
Tyler
deep.
Hero stepped up. You
Bogut.
needed
Nah.
another perimeter
Max
scorer.
Struess, Vincent, all those players are taking a
Yeah,
step.
you guys keep finding so many random guys. You just
So
end up-
this is what happened last. So this is why I'm kind of happy that last year happened because with all them guys got bounced up from the G League last year. So getting that NBA experience helped them out. So now this year is like, all right, if we're hurt, they already know the feeling of the game. So it's like
And so you think those guys can swim with the Sharks?
they've proved it already this year.
I don't think
He
a lot of
means
them are gonna
playoff
be playing
time.
a lot in the playoffs. Though.
Oh,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
playoff time?
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna.
That's
I
the
don't think-
only thing
playoff
we
time.
ever talk
Oh,
about.
my bad. I think they will be able to handle that sort of pressure.
No, not handle.
Like,
We're talking
I'm not
about
say-
swim
I'm-
with the Sharks.
I'm not gonna
Like,
sit here and say like if Kyle Lowry's out, like I like our chances the same. No, but I think that they'll be able to, swim with the Sharks, still be relevant. I
Dub-
think they could still do.
Dub,
pretty
no,
good.
no disrespect. I don't think you can. I don't think there's a scenario where you can win a championship as Jimmy Butler is your best player.
Well,
I agree with that.
see,
I don't know.
we'll see. We'll see.
I don't wait.
Go ahead, Dale.
Why not?
Yeah,
I
I
just-
didn't agree with that.
I'm trying
just
to
don't see it.
understand, but
I think if the team's good enough, the team's good enough.
Because
right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's like
But the thing
saying
is, Jimmy
I don't
Butler's
see a
not good
scenario-
enough. That's
But-
what
but-
I'll go
but
out on a
that's-
limb and say that he's not good enough.
How
I
is
agree
I
with
could,
that
I
too.
could point to the teams like Detroit and 04.
Exactly, that's
They
where I was
charge-
going
yeah,
with this,
but
like-
here's the thing. That's
No,
different. That's
no,
different.
no.
That's like an even attack across all 5 players. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That are on
Heat
the
are
court at
pretty
all
similar in-
times.
The
The
Heat
league
are
is-
similar in that respect.
If they're similar than that, okay. But
It has
They
to
are
I
line
don't
up
think
perfectly.
are
and
they
very
winning the
similar.
chip though, Mars? Because this is
I
where your
wouldn't bet
argument
on.
now
I wouldn't
crumbles.
bet on. I wouldn't bet on it. but I
Okay, so
think- I
why
think
you
they
even
could.
why you even saying that then?
But I don't have them. as
Would
the
you have bet
favorites,
on?
but
No. Would you have bet on the Detroit Pistons beating the Lakers?
I wouldn't.
Why are we talking
Okay.
about Cinderella stories though? I
Well,
mean,
but-
there's always a chance for
To
a
you
Cinderella
guys,
story.
to you guys,
because it
it's
is a
Cinderella
story, because it could happen. That's why.
And here,
Plus
and,
the-
but
the-
here,
There's a
but
lot of
that's a
things
that's
that
a perfect, but that's a perfect thing
Shaq,
that you
what do you
just
mean?
said,
Why
Shaq.
though?
We
Why
were
we
talking
on a
about
debate-
Cinderella
Why we
stories.
on a debate show? Why are we
Can
doing this?
That's fairy tale. That's fairy tale land. Because
Listen.
if guys, yeah, there you
Listen, Shaq
Fairy
just
tale
brought up Cinderella story. Why are we comparing it to that? And then everybody's oh, that's a story. That's a story. But if the Heat were to win a championship this year, that would be a Cinderella story. No,
I think the only way they
I
win
don't-
is
I
if
don't
it's
really
an
think
underperformance.
so, though.
I wouldn't
I-
say
I thought
Cinderella.
it would be.
I
No.
definitely would think.
I
too.
just don't-
Cinderella
If-
story happened in
if-
2020 when we
If
made
the
it to the
Knicks,
final.
if the Knicks
Yeah.
win the championship
Yeah,
this
there you
year,
go.
that's a Cinderella story.
No, bro.
If the
What
They're
seed-
not
what
winning.
seed-
I mean,
what
yes,
seed was
but
that?
no, they're not. Come on, man.
What
We're not
seed
even
was that,
bringing that up.
Exactly. Look, you're not even thinking about
But the Detroit Pistons, like they were favorites in the East, though.
What seed
Like
were they?
they
What
were,
seed were they?
you know what I mean? It's just they were going up against the juggernaut. And the reason why they
What
lost
seed were they that year?
the Lakers, that is
Not sure.
because they couldn't get on the same page.
Yeah, but if you're gonna be
I think the
outmatched
Pistons were
talent-wise,
first in
you
the
have to
East
get
that
some
year.
good fortune.
Yeah.
Let me
It
tell
was
you what.
between them and the Pacers all year, and even the previous year. Like
Yeah,
those were the
East
two
was
teams in the
pretty
East.
elite back then.
The Heats became the favorite after Ron Artest got into the scuffle and he got suspended. That's
Mhm.
when the Pistons became the favorite.
Not just him.
I'm
Steven
right.
Jackson,
Artest, Steven
J.O.
Jackson, J.O. Facts.
It
So-
literally gutted the Pacers. They were done
Differently.
until PG.
Moving along, even at full strength, Euro, will the Lakers make it out of the play-in scenario at full strength?
Possibly.
At,
I mean, it's LeBron, AD, and Russ. Man, they can get it together for for the first couple of games. Where the competition isn't as crazy as later in the playoffs. So I wouldn't hold it. I wouldn't say that they couldn't. So possibly, but they need to get it together quick.
I'll say no. No possibility.
Who are they competing against right now? New Orleans.
And
and-
the Blazers they were creeping behind New Orleans. They were right there, but I don't think there's a scenario where they fall out of the 10th seed because all they have to do is maintain the 10th seed.
But can they win 2 straight?
I think so. I just don't see.
New Orleans are looking good right now.
No, they are. But
And apparently Zion's gonna start traveling with the team again. So who knows?
Traveling.
It's crazy.
We'll be
About to meet
traveling.
CJ for the first time.
Yo,
He's
Shaq, is
traveling.
that still one of your best friends?
who?
Zion.
Like, do I love him as a player?
Yeah, yes.
1000%. We've seen the same thing with
Okay.
Joel Embiid. It was actually worse, and I'm pretty sure there was
Oh,
somebody
no, right,
nasty
right,
like
right,
you
right.
on national television
right.
just spewing hateful comments towards or Embiid and his injuries. Probably a guy like Euro too, but then he flipped the switch, and now he's one of the best in the league. The same can happen with Zion.
For sure.
Our theme music needs to come in. This championship team,
I don't believe it. I just want to say for sure so you can keep going.
it's a Cinderella story. Who is the team that's coming out of the Eastern Conference?
I got the Bucks.
I got Brooklyn Nets.
Bucks.
I want to say Nets, but I don't know, bro. It's the way they're floating. It looks tough. So I'd probably, if I had to pick one right now, I'd probably say the Bucks.
Why
Dub.
are you Nets people so confident? I don't understand.
That's
I'm
the
sticking
thing,
with
I'm
my
not.
guns, bro.
I'm
until
not
they
confident.
don't make the playoffs, until they hurt out of the season, I'm staying with my guns,
all
bro.
right, that's
Yeah.
respectable.
Yeah.
What about you, Natty? That was your pick?
Yeah. I'm confident in the players, but I'm not confident in the team. So I'm like, I don't know what to say because if the supporting cast doesn't show up for Kyrie and KD, I mean, is Ben Simmons even gonna play, bro? So like, I don't know.
But that's what I'm
it's all
saying.
weird.
Like they just have too many like gaps and too many like holes.
Too many
and
ifs. Too many ifs.
I think Steve Nash is a terrible coach.
You know who's worse? Steve Kerr. Save
You're
that for
lying to
another day.
yourself.
I
Steve
just
Kerr did
put-
something crazy the other day. This one, he
I think Steve
self-step out
Kerr's
with
a-
like 3 or 4 minutes left one game,
I
and I
don't
was like,
know.
"That's the
Yeah, I
weirdest
don't
thing
know.
I've
I
ever
don't know
seen."
what
When
he
I
is.
But
watched,
I
His
think Steve,
rotation's
I think
confusing.
Steve Kerr could coach though.
I think
There-
Steve Kerr's a great coach.
Warriors are 2-8 since they announced him top 15 all time.
You think that like
I
the
mean,
reason?
there's a correlation there. You think?
Yeah, like,
Disgusting, bro. Every
No,
game
I
I've
so
watched
you
is-
you guys are really nasty. Do you know how creative all of us will be with the Golden State Warriors? Do you know the type of X and O's plays that we could draw up on a whiteboard? And then you guys give this guy an all-time team. Let's call it no War Machine. You gave him the best. So when he leaves, it's not like Eric Spoelstra, to where it was kind of iffy and then he proved himself. No, this is Steve Kerr that has never played with a mediocre team until now without Draymond because they become mediocre and
They
they're
were
struggling to
mediocre last
win.
year. They were mediocre last year.
Exactly. And where was all of this? What
and it wasn't
last year?
it wasn't the coaching that made
Finishing-
them even mediocre.
In the play-in is what? That's
I don't-
that's nice.
I don't think Steve Kerr's system works with players who aren't smart. And we had Kelly Oubre might be the dumbest NBA player I've ever seen in my life.
No,
Wow.
but
wait,
it,
why? Why?
Wow.
Yeah.
If you watch the games last year, just look Nash trying
Kelly
to run,
Oubre and
trying to
Kent
run
Bazemore have
split
about 5
actions.
brain
Trying to
I
run
mean-
split actions with them is just doesn't
Well, if
work.
Steve Kerr's one of the smartest, then he needs to figure it out. That's what smart coaches do. We see it with Popovich all the time. I'm trying to figure out why Kerr is just such this high-level coach with literally the best players in the world on his team, the best fit in the universe.
He's
'Cause
been
But with Pops,
he
it's
don't
like
get nothing for making that fit.
Yeah,
He didn't make it.
Why?
Well, the point is,
He
Mark
didn't make
Jackson
it
would have
fit.
done the same thing if they would have allowed him to be religious
No.
and have his church, and he
I
would have done the
agree with
same
that.
thing.
I agree
But
with
He
that.
would've done the
Mark
same
Jackson-
thing.
They did Mark Jackson dirty.
Steve
So
Kerr
dirty.
took over Mark Jackson's team, and they
But
went
what
from
I'm
like the
saying is
60
that
to
offense
67
worked.
wins.
Though.
No,
Like,
what?
Listen,
Yes,
the
he
only
took him there.
the only knock that I have against Steve Kerr, and it's not a knock, but it's like in favor of the other side of of
'Cause
the
I-
fence when
I
it comes
give
to the
Mark
argument
his props, too.
is
That's a
Luke
good
is
point.
Luke Walton, because Luke Walton, when Steve Kerr had that back injury or whatever, and
30
he
and
was
1.
out for
30
Yeah,
and
yeah,
1.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and then he went to he got that big time, coaching job with the
And he's a
Lakers, and then he
terrible
moved to
coach.
the
Yeah.
to the Sacramento Kings. And Luke Walton is who Luke Walton is as a coach. And then you can kind of say that you can make an argument like, oh, you know what? Just because Steve Kerr has all this talent around him to coach, I can understand that, but still, man, I don't know, man. I wouldn't go as far as say as like, Steve Kerr is a bad coach, because when Shaq just brought up Popovich, I think the most important thing that you have to account for when it comes to a star-studded roster like that is the culture, and you have to foster that culture, because Pop is Pop, always been Pop, and he's proven that twice, right, with 2 dynasties. He's still Pop right now, and he still has decent players now, and they're not, they've been struggling for a minute. That's because the culture has shifted, and it takes a lot longer to foster a successful culture than it is, just, we piecing together a bunch of good teams, and now we all of a sudden are the favorites, like the Nets, for example. They have no culture. That's why that's not working.
I mean, that's a good point. Into the Pop point, he literally takes players that are supposed to be underachievers and he makes them into amazing players. With Steve Kerr, I've yet to see that. I'm trying to figure out.
Whoa.
Are you saying?
But
Are you saying
Gary
underachiever
Payton
based
II wasn't doing anything before he
He wasn't an underachiever,
First off, nobody wanted to give Gary Payton even a chance in the league, and he gets a chance, and all of a sudden he's performing. So I could say on any team, Gary Payton would bring the same the role that Gary Payton. Wait, hold on, wait.
What's the underachievers for the Spurs? After you finish your take.
Yeah, I got you. Gary Payton. What is his? What, he plays hard on a team that has a winning culture.
He's a very good defender.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So you make it seem like he's DeJounte Murray. Like that's what I'm talking about. Kawhi Leonard, guys that were at the bottom or weren't expecting to be anything, and they go under Pop, and boom. You could even say that with Tim Duncan. All of Pop's players, they just seem to be Hall of Famers. I mean, he figures it out.
Could I not say the same thing about Draymond? Could I not say the
Tim
same thing about Draymond?
Th-
Draymond
that's
was
fi- that's-
nobody under Mark Jackson and under Steve
How
Kerr.
many number one? Hold on. To Dale's point, how many number one picks have you seen fail, Dale? Stop. He still took. He still exactly. So he took players that were also not number one picks.
But you can't call a
name the player that stayed.
Duncan an underachiever based on what he was doing.
I didn't call Duncan an underachiever.
You just said it. You just said that. Literally, you just said maybe even Tim Duncan. You said that. That's the only reason I'm bringing that up.
I mean, it's just up for debate. Same with Kobe. It's up for debate. You just never know. Their careers turn out one way, and that's just what it is. Don't try to act like if you looked at Kobe's first few years, you would look like this is not about to be the player that I think he is. You would just look like that. He worked hard. He got into a system. It worked out. Phil Jackson gets a lot of credit for that as well, and so does Shaq. But what I'm trying to, who's the player that Steve Kerr has done this for?
Draymond.
I'll give you Draymond, but if you put Draymond on any other team, it's going to be horrendous. If you put DeJounte Murray in a winning situation, it's going to be nice. And you guys told me that.
So is that not a credit to Steve Kerr's system that he's made Draymond, who you would say is not a great player into a Hall of Famer?
I mean, is Draymond really a great player, or is he surrounded by some of the best shooters that ever put their feet on a basketball court? I could go out there and do what Draymond is doing. Delp could go out there and do what Draymond was doing if he was 2 feet taller. Everybody 6'6" and over with the decent IQ. And Draymond's IQ is amazing, but that's not to Steve Kerr's credit. He was amazing at Michigan State too with his IQ. How do you think he got in the league?
That's stuff that he didn't teach him. It was just.
And Ethan, you said if you put Shaq on any other podcast, he would be kicked out. My nigga, this is my podcast. So what are we doing here? Yeah, I'm on Demon Time now. Everybody on Demon Time. Yeah, let's get on Demon Time then.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's get on. Let's get crunk in here. Let's get crunk. Let's get crunk.
But wait, so Shaq, so you say that Steve Kerr is a good coach? That's what you say?
He's not a bad coach.
Yeah, he's a
Mediocre.
good coach.
Where would
No,
you
it's
rank
not
him in the league?
mediocre
Where would you
because
I feel like
no.
we don't know. That's the
No,
we
y'all
just,
not gonna do that because
Listen,
when
Dub.
Steve Kerr when Steve Kerr came into that whole situation, he changed the offense, and I've told y'all this. Stephen Curry, when Draymond Green emerged, he became more of a shooting guard rather than a traditional point guard. The team started shooting more threes, like the team. It gave everybody the green light, and that equated to winning. That's what Steve Kerr did. He implemented a system that was like, yo, we're just gonna be shooting the ball lights out. And what did that lead to? That led to championships. Now, Mark Jackson deserves the credit for building that team and everything, but I don't see Mark Jackson implementing that offense at all. I don't.
That's because Steve Kerr was a shooter as a player and Mark Jackson wasn't.
Exactly.
I get
exactly
that.
my
I get
point.
that.
I don't see Draymond Green being Draymond Green with Mark Jackson.
Okay, you could. I get that point, but the part that I'm talking about coaching is literally that same offense you're talking about. What 2015? It's the same offense he's using, and it's becoming predictable, bro. And he doesn't make adjustments. Like
It's
I watch.
predictable without Draymond. because we
Yeah,
don't have
predictable
anyone who
without
can do that.
Draymond right now. But the thing that makes me mad about Kerr is he doesn't make adjustments.
I agree.
Like it's the same issues.
What do you mean?
I'll see the
No,
same issues in every game, and then like literally every post game, back. All right, because I'm a Warriors fan, so I'll watch the post game. They'll say this is the issue for this, this the issue, this will be better, and then the next game I'll be expecting a change. Oh, okay, so I expect this person.
What adjustment? Like I'm trying to say, like what you think he should have done. I don't really
like
see
every
words here, but
every game it changes. Every game it changes. Like even in the middle of a game, let's say the team is getting like the defense is horrible or something like that, and he'll put down like an all small lineup out there, and I'm just like, why do you not see what's going on? Or if you're playing a zone and the team is just shooting you out the game, I see him. First of all, they let Luka play one-on-one like a few days ago. They let Luka play one-on-one the whole half, then decided, okay, maybe we should double him. I'm like, why does it take that long? I don't get it.
One example I can think of is 2015 when Kerr's adjustment worked. He put Iggy in the starting lineup and he won the series.
Yeah, no.
And then the next year we were up 3-1, and then we started losing the series a bit. I think it was in game 5 or 6, and Kerr had no idea. So his idea was, let me just throw Iggy in the starting lineup because it worked last year, and that's the only adjustment he could think of. And we all know how that turned out.
Well,
like,
you talking about the finals, right?
Yeah, it's just
I mean,
sometimes
he was battling. Draymond Green. You talking about game 5 when Draymond wasn't playing?
I think it might. No, we played game 5. Whatever happened, we lost. But game 6, he kept Iggy in the starting lineup just because it worked.
Let me ask you something. How the hell can you adjust to LeBron James?
I don't know if it's just that. I don't blame.
How can you adjust to that? Like how? As a coach, what can you do to stop that or to change?
It's not about stopping LeBron. It's about maybe making your offense better.
Limiting your mistakes.
Ethan, what? Ethan, what?
Is he getting nasty?
Yo, listen, Ethan, my guy. Message me on IG so you can come up here and also get off any and everything that you want to get off. I bet you can't do that on other podcasts as well. So just hit me up in your DM and maybe I'll bring you up here if you want to come up here. You can get everything that you're trying to get off about Steve Kerr. You can get it off. Have fun doing that at your other favorite podcast.
What's wrong with this guy?
I had to start with OG the Beast
All right, what do you
nonsense. And now
say?
we're on Ethan.
Is that the guy that said Kerr helped develop Looney, Pascal, Kuminga? All right.
I do think Kerr's a very good coach. I just think he has weaknesses, but I think every coach has weaknesses.
Exactly.
One of them would be his adjustments and rotations. His rotations.
Hold on. Who said that Kerr was a horrible coach?
No, not horrible. No one's saying horrible.
I think I'd have him top 5 coaches maybe in the league.
Oh, in the league. I thought you were gonna say all time. I was like,
oh no,
wait a minute.
Isn't he a top 15 coach of all time?
No.
That's where he got right.
He is.
No, he's not. Stop, Doug. Please, bro. Please. You don't understand.
They just gave him that.
No, we're saying they voted on that.
Oh yeah,
that's where he got ranked.
But why is he not top 15 all time though? Why is he not top 10 all time? I'm just asking, what's...
Are you basing it off of what he's accomplished or like his...
Well, you have to base it on... That's what everything is based off accomplishments.
I don't know if it's accomplishments. Yeah, that's why he's in the 15. But like just straight up...
Based on you watching, I've seen... First of all, coaching back then I felt was more coaching than what goes on today. This is what
I think
Like
now
the-
it's more about man management, just control
Yeah,
the ego.
managing
That's true.
egos for sure.
Yeah.
So then you have you have Pat Riley, you have the Jeff Van Gundy. Those are like my two favorite coaches ever. Pat and Jeff, of course,
Don
Knicks coaches.
Nelson.
Don Nelson was solid. I like Carlisle, but a lot of people don't. He's a bad guy though. But he's a bad.
Carlisle's
he's
pretty.
he's pretty
He
sick.
gives me nasty vibes off the court.
Yeah, he gives me Triple K vibes. But listen,
Wouldn't want to run into him. And, no, they'll
it's nasty.
Yeah,
I never got into that. I don't know.
he
I don't know.
was
I heard
comfy in
stories.
Indy.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
My teammate Manny Harris told me some
He
stuff
misses
about
the
him.
Pacers. Yeah.
Yeah. So he played for Rick, but he did say he was a great coach. X and O's. Brad Stevens, one of like amazing coach. Like Brad was different, but for the most part, Tibbs was a great coach to me until this year. I don't like nothing Tibbs is doing this year.
I just
Like-
think Tibbs is difficult to get along with.
For real.
But he was always difficult to get along with, but he still got the best of his players out.
Yeah.
Tibbs
just
this
not- I
year-
just don't think
I just
not
think he's
good
one of
with
those
young
coaches
players.
that might be a little bit psycho. Like, everybody's on board until he
he's
does
stuck.
this one
He's
thing.
stuck in
Like,
his ways.
everybody is cool. Like, you know what I mean? Halfway through the season, and all of a sudden something changes, and then everybody's just like, yeah, we off that now.
I think
And
he's
then
too
he
old
can't
school
get
for the
nobody
modern-
gets
yeah.
behind him anymore, you know?
Tibbs is stuck in his ways, or it proves bad this year. Like even like you saw how it didn't work out with Kimba. It's like Fournier, who will shoot threes. Fournier will have a great game, have 20 points going into the fourth. He'll play 1 minute in the fourth quarter. Like no matter what's going on, he's not playing him in the fourth, and I'd be like, huh? Like
Yeah.
Natty, where do you rank Phil Jackson?
I mean,
Dub is
So
learning
listen.
from Shaq.
No,
This is
I
true.
need.
listen,
I
you're
need,
not trying. You're not gonna trap me. So
I
this
need
is the
to.
thing.
I need to ask.
Look,
you what
Jesus.
you rank him.
Look, you're not getting me like that.
Good
but look,
question, Dub.
he's
Of
had-
course.
So I don't know how to rank him either because he's had a lot of great talent. But
It's
like,
not just that.
I
The
can't- I
triangle
can't-
wasn't. The
Yeah, yeah,
triangle
no.
wasn't. He didn't create the triangle. Somebody else created the triangle.
Okay,
He
okay, got you.
implemented it.
so that's why I say I give Steve Kerr credit for creating that offense and stuff. I said the only thing I can pick apart is like Mars said, is just rotations and adjustments. I
But is that
haven't
enough not to be top 10?
top 10 for Steve.
Yeah, is that enough just because
No, accomplishments. Yeah, he is. I just said the way he's coaching this season, especially, is just showing me like if everything is not all peach and fuzz and everything's not great, he doesn't know how to get over a hump. Like if things are going bad, he can't turn it around. That's all I've been seeing.
Okay.
But I don't know. I can't speak on Phil Jackson like that
Okay.
because he's had.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let
Sure,
it go.
All right. Are we about to get in? Wait, Dale, and I'm
doing
gonna let
draft?
you choose. I'm gonna let Dale choose what he wants. Players court, or do you want a draft?
Wait, we're not doing both?
We can do both. Let's get into it.
Say less.
Shaq, I got an hour.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Euro, what you got? How long you got?
I got all day, bro.
Sir.
All right. How are we gonna do the order? Somebody put it in the chat. Everybody knows how to do players court here, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Which one would you rather do first, Dub? Because we don't know. It might stretch. So which one would you rather do first?
I would love to do the draft. It's been a while.
Okay, so
and
let's
I would
do the
love
draft
to see
first,
Mars
Shaq.
do a draft.
Okay. Let's
Yeah, just
happen.
'cause-
I'll keep that same order: Mars, Shaq, Dub, Dale, Euro, new guy.
New guy.
Wes.
New guy. Draft is name something underrated. Name something underrated. Something that happens in movies but not real life. Dale, I thought you would like that one.
That's
Name
very
the
good one.
best the best logo. Name something mothers do or say. 6 and we
Yo,
only
your
have
mic is
5.
cutting in and out, I feel like.
Yes,
I heard it
I
lit.
thought it
Oh,
was.
I
just,
thought it was me. I thought it was me.
Okay.
Oh,
yep.
me over here?
Yeah.
It's like sometimes it comes in and out.
All right, is it good right now? Hold on.
Yeah, it's good right now.
I was talking kind of quiet. Hold on. All right, it shouldn't happen again. In let's go with if. Let's go with something your significant other expects. We'll do those 5. Why not? We'll do those. And what?
I can pick in any order, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
So
okay.
let me type this in. Mars. Mars. Oh, snaps. Mars, Shaq, Dub. I'm second. That's fired. Dale, Euro, and Natty. All right, Mars. It's on you.
Something underrated, right? Not overrated.
Yeah, something underrated.
Something underrated.
Or something that happens in movies but not in real life. Best logo. Something your mothers do or say that maybe annoys you or not.
I'll go with something underrated. That early morning stretch when you just wake up.
Early morning. Yo, how do you rate that?
That's top tier, bro.
That's sometimes the highlight of my day.
Mars is coming with it. I like this one.
Mars feeding off. He said sometimes that's the highlight of my day. That's tough, Mars. Oh man, name something that happens in movies but not real life. Ah man.
Don't take my Shaq. I have it, bro.
I have one as well. I should have used it, but I had to get my stretch off.
I might. Yeah, that is tough. I'll go. I don't know. I'll go with best logo. I'll go with best logo, and I'll go. I really like the Jumpman logo. Like I really enjoy it. Like it just does something for me. It does.
Shaq, if you're gonna say a logo, pick it. You're not gonna sit here and see how it goes well with the crowd.
All right, Dub, it's on you.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Like,
all right, Dub, it's on you.
It's on
what
me.
You pick?
Yeah.
Shaq? You pick Jumpman?
Yeah, I picked Jumpman logo.
Pick the
No, what
Nike
Dale's
logo.
picking.
You heard?
Oh, what'd you say? Hold on. What'd you say?
Gotcha. I said the Nike logo.
Yeah,
Why? Is it my go?
yeah, it's on you, Dale.
I don't know. I'm gonna let one of the new guys take the logo one. I don't want to say it. I know what the new guys, if they watch the show, what they're gonna say, just for check purposes. I'm not gonna take it.
Because you know, like that's not gonna land the same way that it. Like,
but it's still, you could have said it. But I'm gonna go. What's the movie thing?
Something that
yeah, there we go.
But not in real life.
Flying. I would love to fly.
That's where you take this.
Yes.
I interpret this very differently.
No, I'm thinking about it a whole different way right now.
Yeah.
So,
no, as you should.
Right,
Dale can interpret it.
Dale would like to fly like they do in the movies. Like
I'm
say
not,
fly,
I'm not
but
gonna
fly
say
like Superman. Please. That's what happens in movies that I want to do. I would love to fly.
Euro's on you.
I feel like that's what you should have asked the Wizard.
Right.
But since we're on the Wizard,
wait. What's happening?
Nothing. What?
Oh, okay.
I'm confused.
It's me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Wizard thing.
But that was axed from the draft because we only have 5 spots. That's why we're lost. But you're going from the dock, and I had to remove one.
Oh, he's looking at the Land of Oz thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Oh, what's it do?
All right.
So underrated.
Man, the best logo. I'm gonna bring a classic back. I'm gonna say Olympic rings.
That's what I left for the new guys.
I know.
Yeah.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
It's a classic.
Natty, it's on you.
All right, for underrated, waking up before your alarm, and then you have time to sleep.
Waking up early
more-
for alarm.
Is it Snake? Are we going Snake?
That's more annoying than
No.
underrated.
I
When you
actually
wake
love
up,
that feeling. Yeah, I
yeah,
love
when
that
you're
feeling.
like, oh,
Nah, not if you only have 5 minutes left.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's
No,
like-
like, like 2
Like,
hours though is
noticeable.
like clutch. Like,
Yeah.
whew.
yeah, for sure.
I
And
thought it
then
was time.
and then for let me take best logo. Give me the Apple.
Oh, that's
God,
what I
I
had.
was
That's
I
what
was
I
going with
had.
Apple. I was going with
sure.
Apple this year. I didn't think nobody was thinking along those realms. I'm looking at the Apple logo right now.
You're it's on you.
Something that happens in movies but not in real life. Give me time travel.
Yeah, you see? Yeah, Euro.
This is what we're doing.
I've gone a completely different way.
I
Me
know
too.
what you're thinking too, Mars. I know what you're thinking.
I'm still gonna go with it if it's still up there.
Okay, got it.
Dale, it's on you.
Can you tell me the topics?
Underrated, something that happens in movies. Best logo, something your mother says or does that's annoying or not annoying. Something your significant other expects of you.
Something your significant other expect of me. To shut up.
This that's bad.
Please put it.
Dub, Dub is on you. Touche.
Name something annoying others do and says. Input in your relationship.
You said your mother? Input on relationship. I like that, Dub. But I actually
Gotcha.
enjoy my mom's input on my relationships.
It was annoying mothers, not good mothers.
I said either or. Something that happens in movies but not real life. Like I was never a fan of like nobody ever getting shot when you're getting shot at and nobody magically never gets hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
30 bullets later.
dodging bullets.
You like The Matrix?
Yeah, like every single movie and TV show you've ever watched in your life, and the main character never gets hit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, sometimes, but they always survive. Mars, it's on you.
Best logo, I'll go Champions League. And something that happens in movies. I'll say, how do you word it? You know, in the scenes where something's going on and then they suddenly turn the TV on and it's automatically at the right point on the right channel, just randomly.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
It's always at the start of the sentence of the big breaking news story.
Yeah,
Amazing
That never happens.
coincidences. Yep.
I mean, it does sometimes.
That happened to me with the Kobe news, to be honest.
Beneficial. The word beneficial coincidences. I think
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
not.
it is,
Come
right?
on, dog.
Serendipity.
Amazing timing. There we go. Serendipity.
Yeah, amazing timing sounds better.
Yeah, that does. See, I'm not good at nicknames.
Amazing timing. It's on me. Something your significant other expects. Something my mom used to say. I'm gonna go get or go get the Switch. I never enjoyed that. That means it was that means it's you did something wrong. The Switch. Like, why am I picking out my weapon of choice? I never appreciated that. Dub, it's on you.
Time is never even good enough.
Something your significant other expects. Love.
Nice.
He said it like it was crazy. He
I
said
said
it
it like
an
it was
unrealistic expectation.
No, it's like no, I said it as if like that's a no-brainer. Like
Yeah, for sure.
Dale, best logo.
Best
Something
logo,
mother-
I'm gonna go Target. The Target logo.
Euro. Underrated. Something mother does or says. Something your significant other expects.
I'm gonna go significant other loyalty.
Fire. That was my next guess.
Natty, you got 2.
Let me go something annoying mothers do or say. You're trying to buy something from the store and she's like, put it back. Yeah. Yeah. Put it back. Put it back is
That
nasty.
temporary heartbreak.
Yeah. It's like
Being cheap for 1,000.
And what's your second answer?
Something your significant other expects.
Mom used to get a lot of shit off.
To meet your parents.
Wow, that's great.
Come on, man. All right, Euros on you.
I'm gonna go something annoying mothers do or say. Make you wash the dishes when there's a dishwasher, number 1, and number 2, there's probably like only like 2 or 3 dishes in the sink. Like we could just let those rock. You know what I mean?
That was on you. Mom and underrated.
Mom. Damn, she did a lot of annoying things.
Yo, go Saints. That's elite.
One thing that mothers do that's annoying is if you have siblings when they say they don't have a favorite. That's mad annoying. We know you have a favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like we know. We know who they are too.
Dub.
Name something that happens in movies but not in real life. Plot armor.
Plot armor?
Yep.
What do you mean?
You care to explain?
You guys don't know what plot armor is?
I'm about to.
It's basically no matter how crazy a situation is, somehow the main character always makes it out. When in real life, they'll probably be dead.
Oh, that's what Shaq said.
Yeah.
Oh, he said dodging bullets. I said plot armor.
Got you.
Something your significant other expects. Underrated. What's underrated? Something your significant other expects. I don't know. Love, shut up, loyalty, to meet the parents. Don't cheat. Nah, that's loyalty.
That's loyalty. Yeah.
The backstory of any woman you know.
Way go crazy. It's hilarious.
Mars, it's on you.
Something your mother does or says. When she's just finished beating you into oblivion and then says, "I'll give you something to cry about."
I was thinking that one too, but
those were dark days.
Yo, the butt whooping rollout was nuts.
Yeah, it's top tier for sure.
And for something your significant other expects, communication.
Nice. Underrated thing.
Underrated.
Yeah. About.
It's on me?
Underrated. No, it's on me.
Okay.
I feel like what's underrated for me? I feel like I just feel like massages are very underrated. Maybe that's just me though. I'll go
Great
massages.
pick.
Like foot massage, especially a head massage. Like if you haven't gotten a head massage, pause. Or I mean that's just freaky, but just go in there and say I want a head massage.
I don't know why we had to pause it.
I mean,
feel you,
it's
but I
just
don't like
freaked
massages,
out,
bro.
Yeah.
Got you. I it's weird not to like massage, like maybe like what you don't like being touched. Not weird, but you don't like being touched.
No, yeah. I mean, I just feel like it's massage to me is like low key because I only ever got massages like like therapeutic, not like going just to like feel good. Like it's always been like the trainer, like you have like an ailment that they try to like alleviate or something like that. You know what I mean? Like on a basketball, like in a basketball
like
locker
rehab.
room. I've only ever got massages like exactly. But like the massages, like we go into the spa. No, like to me that's a little bit too sexual. Like I don't like to be touched without, you know what I mean? Like, this is crazy.
I mean, is it weird to like prefer? Never mind, I'm not. Like, yo, my massage stories over the years, like I got a weird one.
I have a wild one in DR since you was talking about DR.
Oh, yep.
Does it involve LGBTQ?
No.
Oh, where are you going, Shaq?
Whoa, what?
Oh, I mean, I
what?
no, like what's
Wait,
what's wrong with that?
This, no, I'm just asking.
I mean,
you say pause all the time, man.
I'm confident in my skin, and I actually enjoy the LGBTQ community. I am pro. Okay. But that was a good massage. Dub, it's on you though for underrated.
Having a significant other.
Did I hear that out of Dub's mouth? Wow.
It's very underrated.
Are you in love, Dub? That bartender finally came through, huh?
Nah, I'm not in love, bro.
All right.
Hell no.
Sounded a little lovey-dovey just then.
Yeah, you gotta let the emotions out sometimes. It would be nice, but there's a lot of bad people out there, so there's no need to, it's good having fun.
Yeah, and I agree with J1. Being in a relationship is very solidly rated. Like you know exactly what you're getting into.
Nah.
It only feels that way when you're single.
I do think single people underrate it sometimes.
Being single, no, I'm not getting into this.
I feel like every single person that like says like they don't want to be in a relationship is just lying flat out. Like just it's a lie.
The issue, the reason I don't want to be in a relationship is just it's just so hard.
You're 22.
22, and it's just so
sow
hard.
your royal oats.
It's just so hard to find somebody that you feel me like. Oh yeah, it's just so hard to find somebody that it's just like.
So Dub, what is like the one thing that you want in a woman? Like what is like that one thing?
The main thing is loyalty. But I mean, from where I'm from, bro, there's a lot of hoes out here, bro. So it's like.
Dub, I mean, loyalty is. Loyalty is a no-brainer. But you have to trust. You have to go off a cliff, and you have to trust 100%. How are you finding girls just cheating on you?
No. Let's clarify one thing. I don't. I told you. I think there's probably one time in my life that I probably got cheated on, but I don't get in a relationship like that because what I see, how I see, and what I see, and how people maneuver, bro, and how things happen, the things I've been a part of, and it's like. People are nasty, bro. It's like it's crazy.
So you basically don't want a you happening to you.
Dub has trust.
I've seen married people. I've seen people in relationships. I've seen both of them just being dirty stuff. I've been a part of that dirty stuff as well. So when I'm seeing and watching all of these things, it's like I don't want to be a part of that. That's the main thing for me.
So why are relationships underrated, if this is your opinion?
Because when you actually do find a real person to genuinely spend your time with, that's something that's kind of probably irreplaceable. The issue is finding that. My thing is, I haven't seen one yet. I just haven't seen one, but I found it. You feel me? So it's like, we'll see.
We saying hoes, we cursing. All right. When I say my most underrated thing, I don't want nobody to get mad at me.
Go ahead, brother.
I mean, he lined it up for you perfectly.
You ready? It's on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
Missionary position.
But like you didn't have to do that though. Like, and then you didn't.
You say underrated, bro?
Yeah, it's very underrated position.
It is.
He's underrated.
I love that.
He said it all. He said it all.
JD's not here. I feel we can get it off today for us a little bit.
That is nuts.
He say, "Are you really writing that down?"
Yeah,
That's
he's
tough.
gonna lose his mind.
I'm gonna put mission. It's on you.
Put mission P with the blue P.
I don't have that on my keyboard. I don't even know how he gets that off. I don't know how to do emojis.
Oh my god.
Euro, it's on you. You got underrated.
That's it. That's the last one.
Player's choice after dark.
I'm gonna go. And Shaq, you probably appreciate that. I'm gonna say YouTube education.
YouTube education and
Like learning information.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, like tutorials and stuff, like just whatever, man. Photography, like whatever, man.
Like
You
that
can find
answer,
it
but
step by
I don't
step.
think that's underrated though. Like I think everyone.
I feel like that's Olympic.
In my circle,
it's
though,
appreciated like it
everyone goes there and like. Just check
Hell
on
yeah.
YouTube. Just check on
Everybody, but what
Google.
I'm saying is like
Yeah.
underrated in the terms of like it's not accredited. It's not like don't get a certificate, you don't get a diploma,
right.
like, you know what I mean?
Oh right. They get
But
paid
it's
in the
better
views. They get
education than
paid
what
in
you
the
get in
views.
school.
Oh no, it's everything up there. You really don't
The
have
satisfaction, like when you finally like get it perfectly right, you feel amazing.
Yeah.
to go. Yeah.
Natty, your last pick, something that happens in movies but not in real life.
Okay, so this is the context I was thinking it of. So I'm gonna say, you know how they have 25-year-olds playing teenagers? Like there'll be a guy, you know, fully developed, just huge beard, and they're 16 years old. I'm like, all right, that's nasty. Come on now.
That happens.
So-
All right.
But like all of them are just
What do I say?
grown men playing teenagers,
There we
I
go.
guess.
That sounds
What?
crazy.
Like
What?
like
Wait,
like,
what?
You know
R.
how they
Kelly?
have no.
that
Listen,
sounds
listen.
crazy.
You know, okay, you know how they have like grown men playing teenagers in a movie as a role. Like
Yeah,
the,
but-
the
Oh,
kid,
yeah,
the kid is
yeah.
like 15 and he's 23 in real life. I'm like, come on.
Every shot is not a good shot, okay? I know you're looking at the rim and you see like the lane is wide open for a reason.
My bad.
Just damn.
I got tuned into something else and then I just heard that. I'm like, what is going on?
No, you good. You good. All right, well there goes the draft, and I'm out of here, guys. Like I'm out of here. This is the second show in 2 days, and I'm gonna have another one tomorrow. Look at everybody. Just kidding. I don't know when the next episode is. Probably Tuesday though. So,
When you guys did the music thing, I seen the J. Cole thing, Euro, and I'm like, Euro, you could have done such a great job.
Shaq,
got
the
Dub
music
coming
thing is
at
on
you.
hold because
you got Dub
Shaq
coming at you,
doesn't-
Euro.
Like I
Shaq
was like, I didn't hear Power Trip.
Listen,
I didn't hear
man.
work out. I was waiting
lot
for
of
work out for me
classics.
the
A lot.
whole
Shaq
entire
keeps
time.
Why would I
changing.
play those? Why would I play those?
Who
Worked
do y'all
out is
think? Who do y'all
crazy.
think me and Shaq should do versus?
I don't want to
against?
do
He wants
people. I
Eminem,
want to do a
and I
theme. I
want
want to do like
Nas.
90s.
I'm mad at both of y'all because how y'all came at me and Ron for doing whatever we did.
It's
Y'all not
honestly, you
listen,
know what's crazy? Me and
y'all
him could
ducking
do you
each
and Ron
other.
on over. No, it's not. We could do Cole and we could
Do that
Cole
then.
and-
Do that
we could
then.
do Cole and Kendrick.
Do that
over.
then.
That's what we for sure.
Do
could
that then and blacklist all the songs that we picked.
That's fine.
I got Cole.
Because I ain't picked none of Cole's like mainstream records. None of
Yeah.
them.
I'm not
to,
mad at
though.
that, Euro.
You
I'm
have
not
That's
mad
what
at
you
that.
should have did. You should have did that.
It's
but
a
yeah.
versus. It's the best of the best.
Like it's the impact. But what are we doing, Shaq?
I'll do. These are the ones I would do. I'll do Biggie, Tupac. I'll do Eminem,
I said
Jay-Z.
yes to that.
I'll do Eminem,
I'm
Jay-Z.
taking M versus Nas.
I'll do. I'll do East Coast versus West Coast. I'll do.
I said
all,
yes to that, and you changed for some reason. You said I said yeah, let's do that.
because I
Then
want to
don't
have
know what
more
happened.
fun. I want to have I want it to be like.
Should do
East
No
Coast,
Limit
West
versus
Coast.
Cash Money or something like that.
No, I want to go deeper, like just hooks on songs like that. Love song, club
Drake and Lil
song,
Wayne.
radio song, and we just pick the best hooks for each song. Like I want to get creative
Drake
like
won
that.
already.
Or you can go same category, just toe for toe, like 90s R&B.
90s,
Like
yeah.
who just coming out like with a better roster.
I would do
we can-
90s R&B.
I don't want 90s
That would be
R&B.
fire.
I don't want.
I would do
I
that
want, I
too.
want
It's
old
really
school.
him.
I just want
90s
old school.
R&B.
I just want to do old school R&B.
No, you can't say old school and then yell at me.
'Cause I don't feel- because
What's old school R&B if not
Old
90s?
school is not getting clickbait.
What's old
unless-
school R&B? Like you mean like Motown
Like-
and stuff?
No, just like anything that is not present R&B.
Oh,
Like
90s,
90s.
2000s.
Early
Yeah, like
90s,
90s, 2000.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
fine. I would do that. That would be dope.
What's the
Jagged
cutoff?
Edge versus
2010.
112 or whatever.
I would cook you.
What's the? You're about to get lined up. What is it? 2010's the cutoff?
Whatever you pick.
Euro.
I'm just showing up.
You want to do 90s versus the 2000s?
R&B?
That's
That's
fire.
tough. That's a
That's
good
fire.
one too, though.
Ah.
fire.
Which one would you want?
I'll take 2000s. I'm just more comfortable.
It's more
I mean, but
relevant.
90s
I'll
has
take
heat.
90s. I'll take
90s has
I'll take
more.
90s.
Okay.
Look, that's another one I agreed on, Euro. Watch this.
No, we're gonna do 90s versus 2000s. Just
R&B.
Toe for toe, or are we gonna do
We
categories?
got multiple witnesses now, not just the group chat.
But are we
you know what
doing
I mean?
Are we doing categories like
The category is
radio
R&B,
hit,
right?
club hit?
No, it's R&B music. Whatever you want, R&B music. Like,
Just overall, that's huge.
yeah,
I
feel like-
exactly.
I
So
feel
it
like-
should be good.
I feel like it's just gonna be the same nostalgia for everyone. We're not gonna be able to have a clear cut winner like we do with rounds. Like with rounds, you
And
know,
that's-
boom, boom, boom.
And that's fine. Then it'll be a
I'm
tie.
selecting the winner. Trust me.
Exactly. And your and Ron is going to be a little petty.
Yes, of
And-
course. Of course.
1000%. That's
We
expected.
coming with it. We've been waiting, man. Hey, I've been silent in the chat too, man. Y'all nasty, man.
It's because
Get
Shaq,
it
he
together.
switched every time.
Wait. They was coming at you and Ron for y'all performance.
Oh, that was a terrible versus. It was
I
bad.
didn't. I don't like Kendrick like that, so I really didn't pay attention to Kendrick like that. But I was
Nah,
expecting
but it
more heat
was-
from J. Cole. Like I was really expecting more.
Ron could have killed Tim even more. He could have played a bunch of other songs, but he still won.
As
Yeah.
could I as
Yeah, you
me,
could have
like, I
too. You
could've
could
done
have
this-
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So it can go
Ron and
either
I,
way.
here's the
so,
thing. Here's
last
this,
question.
this is why y'all nasty. Ron and I we didn't talk about this ahead of time, but him and I were on the same page in terms of like, Ron didn't play Kendrick's like top of the line, like mainstream hits either. So just based off of him and I doing the same thing, that was like an even thing. And y'all was just like caught up in the moment talking about, oh, why
No,
I play
we
this,
were-
why
we
I
were
ain't play
caught up
that.
in the
Y'all should have
verses.
just
If I'm going to a versus stage and I watch what I witnessed, I'm like, why did I show up
It
here?
was tough. It was a tough watch. But I get what you guys were trying
all
to
I
do.
remember was Dell was rocking out, bro. You was rocking
No,
out,
no,
and,
played
then you flip flop and you talking about
Never,
that
never
joint was
flip-flop,
trash.
never
Euro,
flip-flop.
I said you won if that's
I
any
rocked up on your
consolation.
3 songs. I rocked out. When you played too deep for the intro, I went phrase like, "Come on," that's like, "Come on," like we here.
I
But
thought
then
you
it was
won,
like-
Euro. Everybody
you
else had
played-
8-2. I thought you won 6-4. I think.
For best feature, you played his latest feature with
It's his best feature ever, bro.
boy, what's his name?
Yeah,
From
Benny the
Uptown.
Butcher.
Oh, the new
Yeah,
one.
with
Yeah, he's like,
Benny.
I
Yeah,
wanted to
I'm
hear
like-
"Every Day a Star Is Born." I wanted to hear that, so I
Yeah,
could have
you
flipped my
shoulda hit him
chair
with some
over.
nostalgia.
Clap for him.
Yeah,
That's like Dub. Dub want to see Jimmy and the Heat fucking win the championship too. That ain't gonna happen though.
But Shaq,
But I want to
Shaq,
see
listen.
I want to see Jimmy go to the finals like in 2020. That's something that happened. I want to remember all of those feelings,
Shaq,
bro.
so you said 90s, and it's the same criteria, like the
I feel like we
that
should
criteria.
do. I feel like it shouldn't be R&B capped. We should have certain rounds that go for 90s music
okay.
versus 2000s
Oh, okay.
music.
So now it's 90 music, 2000 music. That's
So like
fine with
club
the-
hit,
Okay.
boom.
Okay. That's fine too.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
feel like that'd be fun.
Like a love song,
Love
like
song,
feature,
club hit,
like
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
best rap feature and stuff like that, yeah.
Content,
Shaq,
all of
if
that.
you
all
don't
of that.
play this one song in my mind, bro, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want. But if you don't play this
I
one,
said
text it to me.
90s, Shaq. Oh man, you know where I'm going.
What you think? Do you want 90s? I'll take the 90s.
I got 90s. I have 90s. I said
90s
that
is
already.
much more like they
I'm
have like
90s.
subgenres of R&B.
But it's a bigger
The
bigger
2000s don't
bag.
have that.
It's a bigger bag to fumble, and that's why I'm confident in
It's
my
cool.
2000s.
It's cool. It's cool.
So,
It's cool.
so
It's
yeah.
cool.
Any final words before we get out of here? Natty.
I wanted to ask you, bro. Could I drop my top 10?
Oh yeah. Let's,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
let's-
top
let's
10s,
drop that.
yes.
Yeah, of course. drop that.
I've seen so much on here, so I was like, so let me go. If I should I start from the top, let me go Braun, MJ, Kobe, Duncan, Shaq, Hakeem, and then give me Curry and KD back to back, and then you can have Magic and Bird at the end. Yeah, that's what it is.
Dub.
Oh, what? Me? You
Hold
want
on.
top 10?
Bron, MJ,
Yeah.
Kobe, Duncan,
Yeah.
Shaq,
Yeah.
Curry.
No,
KD.
Shaq, then Hakeem,
Okay.
then Curry, KD, Magic Bird. Magic
Oh,
Bird
yeah.
is I don't care.
Wait,
what
you
order.
got Braun, MJ, Magic.
No.
No.
Bron,
MJ, Kobe, Duncan,
Yep.
Shaq.
Man, they got
Shaq, Hakeem, Curry, KD, Magic, Bird.
Duncan kind of high, bro.
I'm not mad on it.
I mean,
you could make an argument for top 5.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
You could. Him, Shaq, and Hakeem is so hard to rank. for
Kobe
me.
top 3. I like it.
I mean, I don't think that's hard to rank at all. I don't think Duncan can hold a candle to Hakeem.
Skill wise, no, but
Why not?
I'm gonna go watch Hakeem YouTube highlights, and I just want to just remind myself how Hakeem versus Tim, like just straight up.
He's just Tim impacted winning more than me overall.
I'm out.
Why? Because he was in a better situation.
Yeah, that has part to do with it. Though. You know.
All right. Let's get out of here.